Can you get?
Hello, 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 and welcome to El Natural Havikie. We are a group of Twitch streamers and friends that all decide to play D&D on this wondrous channel, where we tell the stories of a ragtag bunch of adventurers traveling a continent, trying to, save a few people here and there and occasionally commune with deities of pure evil. And what else we do is we play the 5th edition system, which is the regular, I guess, sort of edition at the moment. And we do a load of homebrew rules, and we do a load of other good things. And these guys right here, are veterans to the game itself. So they know what they're doing. And yeah, Eagle, can you hear me now? Is the sound
I can
good?
hear you.
Ah, nice.
Yep.
Would you like to give our good friends and viewers here a little rundown of the socials?
Yeah, you can now see the socials on the screen itself. If you look down on the bottom right, we have a new little video that plays through with all the character cards, shows the socials, and then it just shows all the stuff you want to know. So you want to follow in the socials on that last one. We have the YouTubes where all our previous sessions are, the Twitter, the Instagram, and of course the Discord, where you can talk to all of us anytime you want, and maybe get some insight of what's to come. Maybe, I don't know, if you ask the DM questions, he might give you some answers. But yeah, that's we're good.
Oh, I've just seen it. It does
Yeah.
the little flamey effect. That's actually really cool. I like that. I'm watching this for the first time as well, folks. So yeah, that's cool. Awesome. Okay. Well, thank you very much, Eagle. Well, without further ado, why don't we jump straight into the recap for this week, shall we? So, as you can tell by the music, we are in a desert. We are within Quirin. And our session began with the party arriving at the Tree of Prosperity. They stood between the branches of the iridescent leaves of this large, humongous magical tree, and after taking a sample of its dew, they pondered on how they should get out of there. I will admit, it took a little longer than previously expected, at least on the DM's part, but you guys eventually decided that you needed to figure out what direction was what. And upon looking up into the sky and seeing the sun directly above you, signifying that it was midday, and not being able to witness which direction was which by the way that the sun rises or falls, you then had to take matters into another hand, where Arcturus, Shion, and encapsulated Ondros all descended down the tree via Arcturus's teleportation magic, with which they spoke to some white-robed individuals that were protecting the tree. None the wiser of their escapades upon it, the white-cloaked individuals pointed to a direction and told them that Shartusa was in fact 6 days away on foot. As the party turned into birds, the rest of them, and flew down with the aid of Maeve guiding the bird flock down to the party, they all ascended through the desert. And as they did, they come across a few obstacles along their way. Some quicksand, a sandstorm which put them off track, and a body of an explorer, a soldier, or some unknown entity, which just so happened to have a compass upon him, which then allowed the party to realize what direction was what. But while all this happened throughout the few days of their travel, Shion had a connection with Malakesh. And during this connection, this vision, this transpondence between the two, she decided to not renew her deal. With which Malakesh declared her to be public enemy number 1 in his eyes, because she, no longer wanting the powers and spells and magical abilities of Malakesh himself, did still have the orb, which he very much wishes to have in his grasp. Also during this conversation, Shion convinced Malakesh that Arcturus died, completing the task that he had been given. And thus, Arcturus's powers were stripped away as well. The pair of them felt the warmth within them deplete as a coldness overwhelmed them both, and a darkness brewed inside of them. But their new patron, Elisandra, of some form of moon-related deity of some sorts, gave them a snippet of her powers to fill that void. And as Arcturus tried to summon Kada, his trusted companion, for a very long time now, nothing happened. However, a small goblinoid-looking icicle form formed before him, just a few days out from Shartusa itself. And I think that's where we'll pick up today's session. As you guys are... The bubble has just popped. I believe you have done 3 days worth of travel? Yes. I think you've done 3 days worth of travel and you've woken up on the 4th morning. And as you have, we have this scene of Arcturus speaking with this small, icy-looking individual. I will apologize. My window is open because it is very hot in the UK. So that was a very loud car. But we will say...
was my window. I was looking
effect.
outside. I was like, what?
Yeah, it was a I can't even think of a D&D fantasy
Just a
related thing
weird
that would make
bird.
a noise
A
like
weird
that.
bird.
Say it
that
like
is-
it's the natural call of ice bubble.
Yeah, I thought it was
Yeah,
a
sure.
sound effect for
No, it's-
the
sure.
goblin thing.
Well, no, it was. That's exactly what it
Yeah.
was. Yeah, my
Ice
window
goblins
is open,
fart
so
very
I
loud.
my window is open, so I do apologize. You shouldn't hear too much, but if you do hear too much, let me know and I will close the window. But I will die. Cool. So yeah, we see Arcturus sat before this small, only 1 foot tall, icicle-looking being.
Wait, you're not Kada.
What? Who the hell is Gator?
No, Kada. That's my dragon.
You have a dragon? That's pretty cool.
But I was calling her. What are you?
I'm an ice boggle.
What's an ice boggle?
Well, you see, Elisandra's minions. We serve Elisandra, and, now you.
Wait. Does that mean that Kada? Aren't you a little hot for an ice boggle in the desert?
Yeah, it's a bit,
He like looks around. He's
well, this isn't what I'm used to. I'll be fine.
you just start to
Well,
see droplets of water coming off of him, but he still seems to remain whole.
Are you sure you'll be fine?
Maybe some shade.
We'll get you some.
Who are these folks?
And he like turns around and looks at the rest of the party, and all of you hear. He seems to be speaking common.
Well, this is our party, the Iron Vortex. We have Erhard, and we have
Yep.
Shion.
Okay.
Shion's pretty cool. We
Oh
have
yeah, I think I
Andros.
know her. Yeah.
We have Andros. He's the stealthy one.
Dondi. Okay.
And we have Maeve. Maeve is fantastic
Maeve,
in
okay, yeah.
shapeshifting. And I'm Arcturus. I figured out you already knew that.
Oh yeah, Elisandra gave me the rundown.
And what should we call you?
Well, you can call me whatever you like.
Well, I think whatever I like is like a bit of a strange name. We're gonna change that.
We
Booger
can
face.
shorten it.
Booger. Looks like a little.
Oh, it does sound a bit like Boggle.
Booger the Boggle.
Booger it is.
Booger the Boggle.
Booger. Okay, well.
Booger and the
Pleasure to
Boggle.
meet you. I'm Booger.
Oh.
So, actors,
Mm-hmm.
I have a spare parasol. if you want it for your.
Oh, don't ask me. You should
Familiar?
ask him. He can speak for himself, as you can see.
What color is it?
God damn it. What colors are our tokens again?
Which is the
it's
extra one you
red.
got?
It's
It's a red one?
That doesn't really suit me, but sure.
I'll hand it to him.
Yeah, he takes it, and it's quite big for him. He's like holding it with two hands.
So,
Like,
you chose the desert, huh?
The desert shows us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Pretty much. And I just walk around a little bit, a bit sad because obviously I was expecting Kada and this is like something else. So I'm like,
If you walk away a little bit, like just outside of the camp, you start to realize that Booger starts following you.
But you can stay there if you like.
Oh, well, yeah, but you know, you're the big cheese.
Yeah, but that does not mean that you have to follow me around like every time that I step.
Very well,
Just-
noted.
And he like spins and starts walking back to the camp.
It's like we have Grognag with us constantly now. And I don't know
What
if
the
I like
hell's-
this or I hate this.
What the hell's a grognak?
Nothing. You're good. You're good,
Okay.
Booger. Yeah,
Shall
you're.
we start packing up and?
Yeah.
Oh, you need a hand?
No, you just.
Okay.
Stay right there.
Just stands there with his parasol.
May's just gonna walk over to Arcturus in the meantime.
Well, while she's doing that, I can speak through telepathy with Booger, right?
Oh yeah, you certainly can. But
Yeah.
yeah, Booger is capable of speech, so you
Yeah,
can
I
speak
know.
to
But
others, yeah.
I can still do it telepathically.
Correct.
I'm just saying in my mind. Well, make sure Andros doesn't bother you, if you know what I mean.
Oh, I got it.
Arcturus, are you okay? Like, does that mean Kata's gone?
I figure I miss her. She's like with me for like such a long time. But it makes sense, right? She was like bound to Malakash, who thinks I'm dead. And then she
Yeah.
disappears out of nothing. I
You've
didn't even have the chance to say goodbye.
maybe we can save her. Is she her own being?
Whew. That's a really good question. I don't know. I know she's in favor of Malakash, so technically she didn't like I wasn't like her true master or something. She was just like on loan to me, but she was wonderful. I miss her.
I'm sorry. I hope, not that it's any consolence, but I hope Bugger is a good replacement.
Well, that's something we have to find out. At least he can speak, so he can annoy or help us any way he likes. So,
Maybe he can keep us cold, which would be nice.
oh yeah, we can ask that.
As you two look over to see what he's doing, he stood beside Andros at this point, and he's like,
So, big guy.
What's up?
Well, you see, I'm made like kind of ice, and it's real hot out here. Mind if I take a pew?
Take a what?
A pew on your shoulder. You know, like sit down.
You want to sit on my shoulder?
Right. I'll keep you cool, and you give me a free ride.
Sure, and I'll let him. I'll let him up. on
Hey,
my
if you
shoulder.
don't like it, I'll get off. It's all good.
It's fine. No, you're fine. Yeah.
he like jumps at you and then just starts like clambering up, skittering up your arm, and then he like climbs onto your shoulder and sits down, and immediately you do start to feel like a cooling sensation. It's not amazing because
Yeah.
obviously he's pure ice, so it's like putting ice direct on skin.
Yeah.
But in this heat, I guess, you know, does feel a little nice, but also a little uncomfortable.
I'll
Hey, Andros,
just
seems like you finally found a pet.
found what?
A pet.
Oh, I'm
You always
no
wanted
pet.
a pet, right?
No pet.
This is Arcturus's
Oh, yeah.
friend. I'm just.
Your new best friend then.
Do I feel him climbing up Andros' shoulder? Like I can like sense him, right?
Yeah, I would say you see him do it as well. Like you just see him clamber up, and then you hear in your mind, Arcturus,
Oh, I got this one under wraps.
It's gonna be a handful. Well, it's nice meeting you.
I wonder. I whisper this, okay? Stage whisper to Arcturus. I wonder if you get a different one every time he dies.
Every time I die,
He dies. Bugger.
well, I'm not.
She's multiple, right?
I'm not willing to find out anyway. Like, I know I'm like a scientist and I do like experiments, but this seems a bit a little cruel, doesn't it?
I mean, yeah, it's not the goal, but you know, like, you can resummon them. Maybe you get a different one.
Yeah, but I have to restock for that, and I'm not really high on resources.
I didn't know you needed stuff. That sucks.
Yeah, it's like a ritual, like the same one that Erhard always performs when his familiar dies. Like you have seen him doing it. That
You know, maybe I could, in another time, when all of this is done, I could help you transition into being a druid, and then maybe you don't need all of these components, because I don't need them. As long as they don't cost money. No, anything that's up for, like, harvesting, I can just do it for free. I don't need to go
Really?
find it. Yeah, I did get the scorpion. That's for a different reason. But, in general, and like, apart from diamonds and stuff, I can do it for free.
Arcturus the Druid. Has a ring to it.
There's a teleportation spell as well.
Oh yeah, I'm quite familiar with the circles. And
Yeah.
imagine being familiar with the trees and the circles. I would be inevitable.
I was trying to think of a funny name that goes with Arcturus and traveling, but I couldn't think of it, so I'm sorry.
The traveling Arcturus. It needs some work, doesn't it?
Sure, yeah, it does need some work. All right, are we ready to go?
I am definitely ready to go.
I will say at this point then, can we please have someone be the scout? So that is a survival check. Anyone else can be a lookout if they wish to. And then if someone doesn't want to roll, by all means, roll me a d20, please.
I will have the hawk look out again.
Okay.
I'm happy to do a survival check.
I will be lookout today.
He gets advantage on the
That's persuasion.
Yeah, you know, Shion, who are you
Oh,
persuading?
shit.
Who are you trying to?
Shion speaks to the sand.
32!
Hi, that's-
Oh
I
my
got
god!
23.
It
What
starts
the
with
heck?
a P and it ends
Well,
with
it's
ON.
14,
I'm
what can
sorry
you do?
for being.
What is going on?
Nice.
Andros, my door.
Man.
And show us the way.
I thought my 23 was good, but that.
Yep. So Arcturus. Oh, yeah, I'll have Arcturus. Roll me a d20, please.
Oh, D20. 8.
Perfect. You guys begin your travels with Andros keeping an extra perceptive eye. And I will say about an hour into your first jaunt over the other side of the river, now coming closer to where you believe the city to be. And I will take you over to the map so you can see it. As you get a little bit closer and come down towards this fork in the river, Andros, you start to spot what looks to be like some sort of roadway ahead, like an actual traveled path. But the only thing is, it's the other side of the river to where you are right now. But you can see a roadway a little further ahead, maybe an hour out if you keep going.
Okay, I'll relay that to the party.
And I will also say, because you got a natural 20, which is a goddamn 30, and this one Olaf would also spot the others. I'm unfortunate. Oh no, Shion did pretty well. Shion, you'd also spot this. And Shion, you know what this is. You begin to see some flax fields up ahead, which you know very well what road this is, and I will allow you to give that information if you wish.
There's flax fields over there. You know, not much grows in these areas, but flax is something that grows here a lot. So it's agriculture. We should be getting relatively close. The flax is used for linen, and you will see a lot of linen when you get to Shartusa or any major Quirrell city, to be honest.
And what is it? It's like food or
Linen, like cloth.
oh,
Cloth, yes.
doesn't look like clothing.
Well,
No, they weave it.
Interesting.
it's like making rope, but different.
And you're
Maeve just looks confused.
Yeah, and as the confusion crosses over Maeve's face and you continue on for the first half of the day, there are no events and there are no ambushes or attacks as you all manage to successfully travel for the first half of today. Could I then please have the second half of the day as you all take a little break and have some water and kind of trying to chill out? Can I have the survival check for the second half of the day? And then lookouts, if you wish to make perception checks, please do.
Whoever wants to do survival can have a bardic inspiration.
Nice. That's a
I'll,
D6 on top of that.
I'll try.
Okay, Arcturus is leading. And I will say now you have stepped upon what looks to be like a roadway that seems to go between Shartusa. I'll say that you guys cross
Extra
the river.
d6.
Yes, there's an extra D6. 22. Nice. That's pretty good. And lookouts if you'd like to make your perception checks.
Yeah.
I
today,
got an
please.
11. Whopping.
22.
Oh, you've already rolled. It's just Maeve.
60.
D20.
Are you-
Is that that's
yeah.
what I was waiting
yeah,
for?
no. Yeah, no,
He's
that's right.
waiting
You can
for
do
that.
that. No, that's fine. Yes, and again, you travel the road, and I will say, every now and then you do spot someone farming the flax. There's actually people now. You can see a couple of people plucking bits of the flax off, placing it into like big like sacks. You can see these straw-hatted individuals wearing what looks to be like white linen, flowing clothing. And as they're going up and down these fields, like picking the various flax and doing what they need to do to preserve this, you definitely get a couple of people look in your direction. Who rolled the highest? Ondros and Shion, I will say, the pair of you. You notice you don't actually get any odd looks. And I will say, Shion, that doesn't seem surprising for you, because you know of the races that travel these parts. But for Ondros, most places you walk in, people question your looks. And people just seem to mind their own business.
Okay. I give Sean a look like, what's going on here?
Well, nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Am I a normal sight around here, or like,
Oh, absolutely.
in what
There's
way?
definitely- Oh, you're asking if Loxodons are slaves?
Well, I mean, do you have a lot of them here or something? That's why is it kind of obvious to see me around here, or?
There's Loxodons, both slaves and freemen. Yes. Just as any other race.
Okay.
Shion,
Hmm?
your father thought that you were dead, right?
Mm-hmm.
But has he now told everybody that you're not?
I reckon he has, but I don't know if people believe him or not.
So there might be some very confused people when we get to Shartusa.
There might be, yes, but it depends. Shartusa, look, Shartusa is 3 rings, basically. It's a city. There's the lowest ring, which is where the commoners live. There's the upper ring, where the royal palace is and nothing else, and there's the middle ring where I live. And that's basically, the middle ring is well guarded. You don't just get in just like that. You basically need either an invitation, you need to be a supplier, or someone who actually lives there. And well, I reckon most of the people in the second ring would have heard. They would at least have heard of me. They would know me, and I honestly don't know what will happen.
I'm just asking because it's good to know maybe what attention we're gonna draw when we walk in.
Well, in the second ring, definitely. But the second ring it's not as big. I mean, in the third ring, amongst the commoners, we won't stand out one bit. But in the second ring, yes, people will definitely recognize me.
Okay,
Great
so
to
we
know.
So should we just act normal, or
Yeah, we will not stand out one bit in the third ring, at least.
Okay, sounds good.
I would say you would know, Shion, the only person that might draw a little bit of interest is probably Arcturus, just because the Dolkans as a whole aren't really from around these parts. However, he could always pass himself off as a sea elf or a triton or something along those lines. You'd know that those are quite common, especially being so close to Blackwater Bay. Like, you get those races appear every now and then.
Okay, I say that to him, basically.
Cool. And that completes the 4th day of travel.
Yeah.
Shion, I assume you will take the watch as you no longer need to sleep, so that's absolutely fine. So if you could just roll me a perception check, and we will... Brilliant, thank you very much. The night goes rather uneventful as you guys bed down. Did you want to do something, Erhard?
yes? As we bed down, the usual routine Erhard has been doing in the evening, I would like to do the artifact.
How many successes have you had? Is it 6 or 5?
No. I'm on 5.
You've had 5 successes.
Yes.
So you are on the 6. You are attempting the 6th
Attempting
success.
number 6.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Well, you know what I need from you. So please, would you
The
roll it?
intelligence?
That is true.
Oh my fucking lord, I will have a lucky on that.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Anything else you want to ask?
I can't lucky a lucky, right?
You can't lucky a lucky, but I believe you do have a few other things up your sleeve that
Can I bend my own luck? No.
What does it say?
No, when another creature. No.
But you know what
Yeah.
you can do, right? Wait, I do need to just double check this.
Well, when you make an ability check that fails, I can spend a sorcery point to re-roll a d20.
Yeah, you have
And
that.
I have to use the new roll.
Yes. You also oh no, you
I
can't.
spent my Tide of Chaos and I don't have it until my magic surge happens.
So is that a failure?
If it's a failure, then I will use the magical guidance. Yes.
You gonna go for it?
If you're saying it's a failure, then yes, I will.
It's
do
a,
that.
a 13 would be a failure. That is correct.
Then I will have to really roll the d20.
As magic surges from you, and oh, you're so lucky. Nice.
Wow.
As you feel all the previous circles in the orb begin to unclick, and before your very eyes, this panic as wisps of magic come from you and like latch onto it, and it twists and it drops out of your hands, and you kind of don't touch it, and you look down and you realize that it has clicked into place. You have successfully done 6 successful attempts in a row.
How many? Can I see how many rings there are actually?
You can
Cool.
see a total of 4 more rings.
So I
10
had that in
total.
mind. Okay.
Yeah.
Good
There's 4
luck.
more rings remaining. And you have probably surmised at this point that for each success, the DC is +1.
Yeah.
So the next DC will be a 17. And the last DC is a 20.
Oh my god.
So
Well,
there
I
you
will
go.
probably sit down in the future and ask Maeve to help me.
Okay. Not a problem. But yes, you do succeed on this, but you pick it back up, you put it away, and you guys rest for the evening. Awaking the next morning, I assume packing your things up and ready for your next day's travel. You know that you have got precisely 2 more days.
2 days.
2 more
All right.
days.
Or
Is there no? Can we see any like there were farmers on the
Yep.
road, right? Is there no like huts or something, houses
There are.
around that we might be able to maybe get like a wagon or something that might help us out?
There are definitely outbuildings. Whether or not they are homes for people, you're unsure, but they do appear to be where the farmers do go occasionally, whether for shelter or to store things. But there are like buildings, these like sandstone buildings out in the middle of these fields. There's not loads, but they're dotted about.
Do you guys reckon we might find something like horses or camels?
I'll be real with
Or,
you.
I don't know.
I've been carrying a lot of this stuff. I am good to go. I think we wait until we get to the city and we talk about it there. The main goal right now is get to the city. We'll work from there what we need to do next. Once we start looking at other places to travel, then yeah, we'll ask for something. But for now, I think we're fine.
it's only 2 more days as well. We might as well keep going. And if we stumble upon said wagons and horses, then
Mm-hmm.
sure. But
Yep.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, let's ask around maybe when we
Get there, yeah.
Okay.
Also, today I just want to see, and if it doesn't work, I want to have socks out. But if he's visibly uncomfortable, he'll go back in the ring. If it's too hot or.
It is very hot. Under the shade, he's not so bad. Your biggest problem is a food source.
Does he not
Because-
eat my rations?
He eats leaves and he eats berries.
He eats cheese.
Yes,
do you
but
still
cheese
have-
is not really an item that's good for.
It's not a ration
Rations,
food.
per se?
Yeah, cheese is not a ration
Yeah.
food.
Cheese
Maybe-
isn't something that keeps well.
Crackers is a ration food.
maybe.
Yes.
Yes. True.
I'll allow crackers. If you want to feed him just crackers, then you will have to mark off an entire ration's worth just for him.
Maeve, do you
But
still
per
have
day?
the good berries?
Yeah.
He's gonna be pissed off.
Why don't we just keep
I
him
do
in
have
the
the good
ring?
berries. I do have the good berries. That's a good idea. It's still morning. I'll get good berries.
Do you give one to everyone?
Yeah, I'll give one to everyone.
If you eat the berry, you don't need to eat or drink for the entire day because good berry is the most busted spell on the planet.
Okay.
So yeah, it's really good for this sort of
Sweet.
environment. Yeah, there you go.
All right.
You'll eat a berry and go on your way. Well, now that you're on the road, survival checks are no longer necessary.
Ooh.
But I do need a DC 20 per day, and I do need lookouts if you wish to keep an eye out on your
Look
surroundings.
out!
Well, as the usual, I will give a bardic inspiration to the lookout.
Which lookout?
Not lookout. Oh god, the survival.
We're
check.
not doing survival.
We don't need
Survival
Oh,
is
we
no
don't
longer
do
needed.
that
You're on the
today.
road. You're on the
We're
road.
on the road.
Yeah, you're on the road now.
I guess I will give it to Andros because Andros is.
There
you go, then.
It's a D6?
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, let's go.
Well, I
And
got a
if-
20 as well.
If someone would like to roll me a D20, that'd be great, please.
Oh.
Jane, what one do you want to do?
40.
You go. I just did it. You
Oh,
can
sorry.
do it.
Oh, Zeb's already
Sorry,
beat
I
you
wasn't
to it. He just
patient.
rolled
I thought we
immediately.
were gonna
Wow.
do, like,
You could do the last
we take our
days.
turns and we don't be selfish.
Mm-hmm.
Boom,
Well-
19.
You will be happy to know that there is no event today, as you managed to travel the road. However, you do see some people traveling the road in the opposite direction to you, so they do cross paths with you. And as you start to get closer and the sun beats down on you about halfway through, just before you take that rest, you do see a tabaxi gentleman wearing light green flowing robes, walking along with some sort of headdress that's covering the face from the heat. And as you walk, as you start to see him walking towards you, you see 4 individuals behind him in white linen, crossed over, sort of like almost like a cross guard sort of thing across the chest, wearing these white linen trousers with like a tanned leather belt and these simple but elegant looking shoes, holding spears, one each. Shion, you recognize this immediately to be 4 slaves of some sort that are protecting this gentleman as he seems to be leaving Shartusa.
Does the gentleman seem at all familiar?
Roll me. Oh no, you rolled a 20 total. You can see that this is a beige-colored tabaxi. Beige skin. You can't quite make out the facial features due to the headdress that's kind of like got a veil that's covering the face. He doesn't look vaguely familiar to you, but he seems to be walking with some form of intent out of this, away from the city. But yeah, you guys begin to cross paths with one another. I will say as well for Erhard, because you got a 20 as well. So it's 2 of you with 20 and a 20. And it was okay. All of you.
I have a 33, by the way.
Yes, thank you. All of you see there is a wagon by one of the sandstone buildings, which looks to be filled with a couple of bags of maybe flax or something in the back, and what looks to be like a donkey at the front of the wagon. And that's what you do see. And Andros, 33. Sure, I'll give you some more information. The Tabaxi gentleman is concealing a scimitar of some sorts on his belt to the left side, away from you. You guys are on the left of the road. He's on the right, so to his left. You can see that there is clearly a handle of a blade, which looks quite hidden, as if to maybe make himself look not so prepared for an assault or something, but he has a blade to hand.
Okay.
But yeah, as he walks past, he like looks to you all, and I'd say he locks eyes with Shion, and he doesn't say anything to you, but he raises a hand as he walks past, and just wiggles his fingers and makes the hand go down. And as you reciprocate that, he continues walking on his way unless anyone tries to stop him.
Spirit fingers.
Okay, Andros.
Yeah.
Pro tip: that is the Shartusa, or like the Quirinese greeting.
The spirit fingers?
Left hand, wiggle your fingers down. It signifies rain. And basically what you're saying is, may rain bless your fields forever. Because rain is not something that happens a lot here. If there's rain, it's good news.
Wait, if I make it rain, will they like it?
We'll love you for that.
I can summon a storm.
Oh, great.
It will thunder, but it is water. It's a storm, I think.
Question before that happens. Do people take kindly to like magic just being straight up used like that? I mean, how do people feel to magic? We've been to places where they're kind of like, nah, we don't like that.
I reckon it's similar to like what, like Arkenvale or something. People don't, it's...
As long as it's not threatening, I guess.
Exactly. People are rather ambiguous about it.
Shion, you would know as well. Using magic within a city is, within Shartusa at least, for your knowledge, is absolutely fine. You can cast magics within this. Obviously, if it's a harmful spell or a spell that affects an individual, it is negatively looked upon. However, the more powerful magic user you are, the more desirable you are, which could draw unwanted attention if someone wanted to, perhaps take you as a slave or one of those sort of things. So, although it is okay, you would also know, maybe don't show you like all your tricks.
So, as we have that conversation, I will point out to the party that 2 nights ago I kind of had a bit of a special occasion. I had to use a lot of luck for my little research on the artifact that I've been fumbling around with. And before we enter this main city, I have like a bit of unstable magic in store. You guys mind if I just sit down for a minute and try get that out of the system? just watch me from a distance, just in case.
How long will it take?
Just a second. But you know, you never know. I might burst into flame or something spontaneously. Just step back like a couple.
Have you always
60
been able to like withhold it for a while, or is that new?
I can kind of sense it now. Like it's, but you know, if I'm like,
It's like a fart. It's gonna come out eventually.
it's kind of more like a sparkly feeling. Like I don't know, like goosebumps. You know.
Whatever floats your
Sparky
boat,
farts.
Erhard.
Sparking farts.
God. And I will wait for everyone to back off a little bit, and I will cast a shield.
Do you want us to watch? Is this something that like
You
needs to
can-
not be
you can-
seen? Like what
Oh.
kind of, you know, letting things go are we
I don't know. You know my wild magic. You know.
Wow,
I
okay.
just know it's gonna happen.
Hey,
He might explode, he might
Very
vanish,
soon.
he might
Exactly.
like make it rain,
Yikes.
I don't know.
all
We might have
right.
another visitor from another
Innuendos
dimension.
here. And I'm gonna walk off. Let her
Okay.
on.
Roll me a D100,
Release.
please, Erhard. Would
I
you
will cast
cast the
shield
spell?
upon myself. Because you never know. No, that's the wrong thing. Sorry.
D100, yeah, please.
A 9.
Ooh.
I have no clue what it is because I still haven't looked at it. Because I
And
don't know.
as the magic surges from you, you feel like a swelling in your hands for a moment. And then uncontrollably, you cast Magic Missile as 7 bolts come flying out of your hands into the sky, kind of like a firework display. As they all go like flying up into the sky. And you do see in the distance the gentleman, the tabaxi man, like look back and then hurriedly like start walking away.
Oh great.
Maybe she's just clapping. She's like, "That was great. Do it again."
Hey, that was kind of good.
I would rather not, and I don't know how. But
Well, you displayed yourself as a magic user, so
Good
yeah, no,
job.
everyone knows I have fireworks. Exactly.
I hope you don't become a slave soon.
yeah,
I-
exactly.
I support you in what you
know,
want
it's
to do.
better than I do it here than in the middle of the city.
I think you
Like,
should have done
say,
it
a
like
city full
a-
of slave drivers and all that.
you could have done this a day ago, and I think it would have been super good. But you did it today, you know, with people walking past us and everything. That's such a great timing, Erhard.
It
Great.
is also good on draws.
No matter when I do it.
We can say some merchants in Veritas.
And I will say,
Sure.
because you are on the road and you are close to Shartusa, we will say that you end this day without any more encounters or anything, and you guys sleep. And do you want to do the ball again?
I get the Tides of Chaos back after the magic surge happens,
Correct.
right?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Cool. I will go
This
over
night?
to I will go
Yeah.
over to Maeve and sit down by her and just pull out the artifact, and I kind of show it to her. Like, I've been fumbling around with it. I've got quite far, but the last time I messed up, it reset. And it seems like there's 4 rings left, and I really would like to see the end of it. You do usually do this guidance thing, right?
Hey, yeah, no, I can do that. I was afraid you're gonna ask me to help you solve it, and there is no way that I would know
No,
how to
I
do
just
that.
I just need some assistance because it's getting hard.
Yeah, no, totally. And Mabel places her hand on his shoulder and say, "Erhard, let it go. Just let it go."
More farts. And I try the other.
Go for it. You get to add a D4 to the roll.
A D4 to the roll. Does that apply even if I do lucky after the fact? Like,
We
or
will
that
add what?
on-
So roll the D4. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I just wanted to know, like, or if it goes
The
away.
D4 will be
It's a
added.
4,
So
it's an
18. That is a
I
success.
feel pretty good about that. Yeah.
Click as you click the ball in. Yeah, I know, right? You click the
Waiting for
ball
it.
in, and yeah, you have completed 7
7.
out of 10. You got
Maybe
3
You
more
know,
to go.
if you're like this lucky,
Maybe you
in
want
the
to do that
fight you're
again.
screwed, right?
You want to do it now?
Well,
It takes an hour to do each click.
Oh, okay, never mind. I mean, we
Yeah.
could do it in the morning if you like, but Maybe I'm pushing my luck.
Sure.
We'll-
If you want, wouldn't it make more sense to, you know how you sometimes are in tight situations and you suddenly pull all strings out and it
Yeah.
all works out for you?
Yeah.
But you can't do it all the time, right? So how about on a quiet day you do it at the end of the day, so you know
Yeah, that's
that.
why I'm usually doing it exactly at the end of the day. I guess I'm getting a bit
So
elated.
tomorrow night is what I mean.
Let's check up tomorrow night. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a date. Thanks so
What?
much for the help.
It's a what?
We're meeting up to do this.
Okay.
It's-
Arcturus, what's the date?
We made an appointment.
Why are you asking? Are you and Erhard like?
We're
Why are you
meeting
guys
up.
making this weird? No, we just
You-
we're having a meet. We're getting together.
Who's
I-
going on a
We're
date?
getting
I want to know.
together and we're
I
calling it a
question-
date. Erhard,
What?
we are getting together and we're calling it a date. That doesn't sound
Oh,
weird.
No,
Doesn't
we're gonna do what we did now. And
I'm at a point where I question every single one of y'all and why I'm still here. I just want to be honest, all right? I don't know what... Is the sand gotten to you? Is just the desert is playing with your brain or
If you are
something?
behaving like that, then no more cool for you guys.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
Come
Erhard,
on back,
I
boogers.
will grab
Who
the...
is still on the shore.
I'll grab the ice goblin. Do you need a cool off? Here, man.
Oh,
Think
stop
you're
it.
the one who needs
I
to
will
cool
raise
off.
the temperature in the Liamon's tiny hut just by 5 degrees. Just
Oh.
Just for the sake of it.
And you guys take a full rest and wake up the next day. I would like, please, a d20 roll and your final lookout rolls of the day. please.
Yay.
You want to do your D20, Arcturus?
You can have Bardic and... I know, we don't need survival again.
No.
God damn it. No, it's fine. We'll keep it for
Six.
myself. People have been
Okay.
mean last night. 21.
Arcturus, could you roll me a d4, please?
Oh, come
I don't
on.
think I will.
Thanks.
A 4.
A
That's as
white
strong as any on the
dragon.
road.
Nice! Okay, I need all of you to roll me a constitution saving throw. And anyone wearing armor that is medium or higher has disadvantage.
Constitution saving throw.
That is correct, yes.
Oh my lord.
Is anyone
that's-
wearing medium? I think everyone's in leather right now, right?
I'm wearing no armor.
totally-
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
like
leather,
in
yeah.
clothing. I
Yeah.
don't have armor. I'm
Yeah,
I
you're okay.
I would actually not be wearing my armor, but I forgot to say it, so for the sake of the roll, he can make it disadvantage. But I would have taken it off because it's too warm.
Okay.
I have a whopping 12.
Okay, so Andros, you have 1 level of exhaustion for today. Arcturus, you're okay. Maeve, you're okay. Erhard, you have 1 level of exhaustion, and Shion, you are okay. As there is the blazing heat, as the fiery desert of Quirin seems to burn a little bit brighter today, as there is a bit of a heat wave hitting Quirin. Which, Shion, you succeeding, it feels nice. It does feel nice. But Andros, you've been getting used to the colder climates, and you're getting back into the swing of things for you. But yeah.
Matt, before we go on.
Yep.
You got an inspiration from
Ooh.
the chat, and did Erhard.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for keeping tabs on that, because
So-
I definitely won't abuse that in a bit.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Sag.
Yeah, the inspiration button disappeared with Matt, I think, because
Yeah, they
it can
don't
be-
stack.
no,
Right.
exactly.
They don't.
so,
They don't
yeah.
stack.
We didn't know that until now, so
It
That's
didn't
what
work.
you do have
Didn't
one.
work last week, so now we finally get to see it.
Yeah,
we're getting
that's
somewhere.
cool.
Yeah.
So, as you guys brave the day with the exhaustion, by the midway point, you've actually made up a little bit of time, as you do get to the gates of Shartusa today.
Hey.
As you guys arrive on the the walls of Shartusa and this glorious three-ringed city with various constructs and buildings sticking out of the top of the walls. And you see a magnificent looking city. And you guys are on the right-hand side of this map. And as you arrive at Shartusa, you are greeted by two gigantic statues of what looks to be like Leonins, stood with blades in armor, almost memorials or depictions of a king of some sorts either side of the gate. And as you start to arrive, there's a bit of a queue ahead of you of people trying to get into the city. There looks to be like maybe 15 or so people in front of you of various different groups and sizes. And as you guys start to arrive, what do you guys do?
What kind of people are in the queue?
That's a very good question. What do you roll? Oh no, what did you roll for your perception?
Oh, did we
I
roll
don't-
for perception?
Yes. Wait, did we?
Pretty sure we.
Yes,
I
we
did.
Yes, you got a. No,
I
that was
did.
the last.
No, I didn't.
roll.
Yeah, no, we didn't.
No, roll for perception, guys, for your lookout for the day.
Yay.
Yeah, roll your lookouts for the day, please.
Mine's just a
I
normal
rolled a
roll.
21 earlier.
Mine's a normal roll because I lose my advantage.
Harbs is at disadvantage
So 28.
because of exhaustion.
Yeah.
Are we doing it again now? Oh, okay.
No, we didn't do
Yeah.
it today.
You didn't do it earlier. That was the
Before
day before.
Before the D4. I rolled it.
Yeah, the D4 is for your click thing.
That was the night before.
No, before Arcturus rolled the D4, I did the Hawk 21.
Oh, you did.
Yeah.
Okay, roll again
Then
for
it's
me.
still 15
Yes,
or something.
roll again for me,
Oh,
please.
again, okay.
Yeah.
Well, then that's 11.
Okay, cool. So
Does it count for the Hawk?
you look through the hawk's eyes, unless you're making the hawk also look,
Yeah.
which you can do so. It's up to you. But yeah, as you guys perceive, Shion in particular, as you were the one that was asking, there looks to be like a couple of merchants up ahead with some wagons of goods. You could also see what looks to be like a group of maybe 10 or so of these people look to be common folk, maybe slaves, beggars that have stumbled across Shartusa from the desert looking for a way in. You don't see any like form of nobility. They're definitely the more common folks.
In that case, I skip the queue.
You just walk besides them.
Yep.
The rest of you see this queue and you see Shion just start walking the other side of them towards the gates.
I'll walk beside her.
Okay?
I'll just follow suit as
Yeah.
usual.
May's just looking over her shoulder, like, is this okay? And just follows them.
And I'll say Arcturus follows up as well with Booger. As all of you guys start walking towards the gates, you see two of these guardsmen wearing similar clothing to what you noticed previously on a dead corpse in the middle of the desert. And as these two guardsmen walk towards you with these scimitars and sickles you see on their belts, you see a whip to one side as well as they look towards you and you hear, "Halt! Who goes there?"
Shion of House Loranio, please let me pass, along with my followers.
And he looks you up and down, looks behind you to see who's coming up behind. And he like waits expectantly.
Well, are you going to let us in?
Show me your signet ring or join the queue.
I show my signet ring.
And you show the ring of the House Loranio. Begging your pardon. And he steps to one side, and you are allowed entry into the city, skipping the queue of all the people there, as Shion begins to walk in, and the rest of you walk in behind her. You guys enter the city of Shartusa. Sandstone buildings that rise multiple stories high, apartments. There are tapestries of various colors covering over the city, breaking that sunlight and giving shade to the city itself. You see large sandstone towers with white decor all upon them and golden topped roofs with windows and slits all throughout. You see markets and salesmen selling fresh produce, selling jewelry, selling trinkets. You see a variety of like stall owners near this big gate, as if they're trying to make this hard sell the second you walk in. And as you guys walk in, Shion, you don't spend much time in this ring, but it definitely has a familiarity for you. Whereas the rest of you are overwhelmed with the scents, the colors, the people, and just the voices you hear being shouted from side to side of, "Come and get some of this wonderful stew! It's only 3 copper! Come, you there, Loxodon man! Come and get this stew!" And then to the other side of the thing, you hear, "Get your brazen chicken for 4 copper apiece! You there, man in the purple outfit," as he points to Erhard, and you can just see these people trying to sell different things. And there's like an old woman with like this rope around her neck and this tray that she's holding, and there's all these wooden pieces of jewelry, which she's like, "Would you like to fund some money for the orphans? We're not able to keep any other way of doing this, please. Just 2 copper apiece." And she's like pulling like some earrings, which are like multicolored wooden earrings up. "Pretty lady," and she gestures towards Maeve at this point.
I will actually just hand over 2 pieces of silver onto her tray.
"Oh, for which trinkets, my dear? A blessing it truly is."
Well, we'll have a couple earrings. It's all right.
Here you go. And she gives you a couple of these multicolored looking earrings towards you.
Can I insight and see if she's actually telling the truth? Like, is this
Sure.
actually something she's...
I don't want any earrings, but do you happen to have like a flower or something?
"Oh, I have a wooden brooch made like a flower. Here, thank you for the silver." And she gives you one of the brooches as well.
Okay, I'm an actual flower, but
"Oh, I only do wooden trinkets, dear. I apologize. I wish for your master not to be displeased with this sale." As she like
No.
looks towards Shion and like starts to bury her head a little bit.
Master?
it's okay. I just give her like 5 copper and I give her the brooch back.
Thank you. And Andros, you're looking at her. This is strange. Like, she's hard selling this. It's not going, she's like claiming that Shion's your master. Maybe she thinks that you guys are slaves to Shion, looking at like status or something. But yeah, she buries her head a little bit and then starts to walk away. And starts to walk off back into the crowd.
I'll hand her 3 silver and just be like, "We are nobody's slave." And just...
"Very well, master." And she like
No,
takes the money, puts it in her pocket, and just kind of like buries herself
What is
into her
wrong
own
with these
clothing
people?
and starts walking off. And then you see her take, because you have amazing passive perception.
Yeah.
You see her take the coins out and pass it to somebody else, and then she walks over to someone else and goes, "Hello there, would you like to buy some trinkets?" You see this is some sort of gig going on.
Figured.
This is
I'll
some
just,
sort of,
I'll
like,
give her a glare,
con.
like, if she ever looks in the
She
direction.
blends into the crowd.
Yeah.
You catch where she is,
Right.
but she's a little bit further off at this
Okay.
point after you've purchased a few bits.
This city is the most...
This seems like the perfect opportunity for cut purses. You might want to watch your bags.
This is the most hideous city I've ever been in my life.
Let's get to the second ring and you'll change your mind.
You start making your way towards the second ring, and as you pass through crowds of people, and there are people stood on like a couple of steps by a house playing music with like a hat besides them, and people are tossing coins into them. And then you see like a young lad run up and grab the hat and just start beelining it through the city. And then the musician you just see with his lute runs up towards one of the kids, and he grabs him by the scruff and he grabs the hat back and then like throws him to the side as 3 more kids like come up, and one grabs the hat out of his hand and darts back into an alley as they all appear to be working in tandem to try and steal whatever coin they can. And you can just see this man chasing these kids with like a lute held high, like swinging at a few of them to try and like scare them off. And it is just the bottom ring or the third ring of Shartusa is clear chaos. There is a lot of people, the buildings are stacked high, and any law here is very hard to keep intact just because of the amount of people that live within Shartusa. But as you guys do start heading through the city, one thing that definitely piques a lot of your interests is as you start coming towards what looks to be like a piazza. How's it pronounced? Is it piazza?
Plaza?
Like a piazza.
No, Piazza.
Piazza.
Yes.
Piazza. It's like a big area, open area where they sell drinks and there's a stage and like an area for like sitting and almost like an outdoor tavern is probably the best way of describing it. Kind of like a bar. And as you start to see one of these here, it looks a little ramshackled and run down, but it's not this area that interests you the most. It's the building next to it. As blocking an alleyway, you see a large rhino stood blocking an alleyway. And a lot of you haven't seen a creature such as this. You see this grey, like, skinned, large mammal with a horn protruding. Shion, even for you, this is strange for Shartusa.
This is new.
Yeah, and you just see this large rhino just kind of like blocking this
How big is
alleyway.
he? How tall? Like how?
The rhino itself its back rivals you, Andros.
Oh.
It's a big boy, and it's not a
Yeah.
person. It's a beast,
Right.
and it's still blocking this alleyway. And as you guys start to walk past it, Andros, with your passive perception,
Yeah.
you see behind the rhino, in the alleyway, a large figure holding another person by the scruff of the neck, lifting them up, pushed against a wall, and you can see them, like, intently talking. There seems to be something shady going on behind this rhino.
Does a rhino look like it's not gonna let anyone pass? Or does it look like it's just kind
It
of?
just stood there, just
Okay.
like looking around,
I
like looking down towards the floor.
Okay. I will tap Maeve and Arcturus' shoulder, and I'll like kind of point my head towards it, and I'm gonna kind of veer off towards it, and like, but be careful in case the rhino is a little mad. But I'm gonna try to like shimmy in.
How are you help you, but like, how are you gonna shimmy in? You're just as tall.
I can get in, and I'll.
So you start walking towards the rhino, and as you do, you see that this guy is quite wedged in this like alley, as if maybe placed here on purpose to block vision.
Yeah.
What do you do?
It's a person, right?
It's a rhino.
Oh, it's just an ant. Okay.
It's the animal, the rhino animal.
Okay.
Stood like on
Oh.
4 legs, blocking this alleyway where there's a figure in the alley holding someone up by the scruff of like their shirt,
I'll-
lifting them up.
I'm gonna look at Maeve like you can deal with animals, right?
Maeve.
That's your thing.
Yeah. I speak to the rhino.
What do you say?
Like, hi. What are you doing here?
The rhino kind of looks at you, like squints.
I understand you. You can talk to me.
How do you know?
Because it's kind of my thing. I can talk
Andros.
to.
Yeah.
You heard the rhino.
Is it talking common? Is it a common? Is it speaking in common?
You like take a second to kind of look at it.
Yeah. I'm like, what?
How did you know I could speak?
I could sense it.
What?
You radiate common sense.
He like looks back towards like Andros and is like, does he know?
He knows now.
Yeah.
Oh shucks.
Well, if he looks back to Maeve, I'm gonna look for a way if there's any that can like act like, you know, any of my athletic acrobatics to get like climb up and around and like leap down behind the rhino without him noticing that I'm trying to get over and around.
Sure. Roll me an acrobatics check. I'll say at disadvantage
To
because the
help-
creature's quite big.
Can I
Well,
just
to help with that,
Yeah.
go ahead.
I just wanted to ask, so now this is like very weird and very quickly turning weird. We noticed this conversation.
Oh, you can see.
right?
You can
like
see.
we are there.
You can't hear the conversation
Yeah,
because
but we noticed
they
that
have stepped away. But you can see
Yeah.
them trying to talk to a rhino, and now not Arcturus. Andros is kind of like putting his leg up on like a plinth and trying to like use the rhino's body to climb over it. You can see he's like eyeing up how he's gonna go about this.
Can I see like an open space somewhere next to them or something?
Yeah,
Like
you
where I
can
could
walk
sit
over.
comfortably or something?
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I would say there's like a plinth, like a square flat plinth that's like nearby. You just take
Yeah.
like a pew next to them and just kind
yeah,
of like
I'm just
watch 'em.
gonna sit down and I'm gonna start doing my unseen servant ritual.
Okay.
It'll take me 10 minutes, but yeah.
Arcturus. Not Arcturus. I keep saying Arcturus. I mean Andros.
I was going to do something.
Yeah. What do you want to do?
I'm also walking towards the rough, so
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out what's happening.
Yeah. You
I'm-
walk on over. I was just gonna say, Shion. What are you doing at this point?
Take a deep sigh and go.
Okay.
Because I'm like, I want to go home. It's
Yeah.
so close. And yet we're doing random stuff here, but I'll follow.
I'm just trying to help distract this rhino.
Okay.
So I'm like, are you hungry? Are you thirsty? It's really hot here.
No, yeah, it's pretty hot, but it's okay.
Yeah, well, I've got these berries, and they are just the best thing. You eat one of them, but you will feel full and thirst-free all day.
No. Bronco's been taught not to eat from strangers, but thank you.
That's great. I need to meet your owner because I actually have this little guy here, and I show socks, and he will not take a no for an answer when he gets offered food from anyone.
Oh, he's adorable.
He
Wait
is.
there. Hey, Blight, what? And as he goes to say it, you then, Andros, kind of like leap over and like push off of his back to get into the alleyway. And as you land, you look up, and before you see the large figure drop the guy and like turn to look towards you. And all you see in like the shadow of this alleyway is this large figure with red eyes, not as tall as you, but quite broad, large. And you just see these red eyes in the darkness. And as he turns towards you and goes to step, that's where we're going to cut to a break, because I think that's a perfect time for us to have a quick 5-minute break. So we'll be back in 5 or so minutes, and we will see who this individual is. So yeah, be back in 5, guys. Don't go anywhere. See you in a bit. Get some snacks. Bye.
Bye-bye!
Hello. Welcome back. Tell us what drinks you got. Tell us what snacks you got. Guys, what have we got? I've just got a Pepsi Max.
Water.
We got some peanuts and
Look at
beer.
you.
Just some
Yeah.
water,
Nice.
lemon, mint, water.
Red Bull and water. What a strange combo.
This one's nearly empty.
Okay.
Nearly empty.
Water, flavored.
Nice. Guys, tell us in the chat. Amma, I'm sure you've got something crazy. Do you know what? I hope you have. Wait, have you put it? We got a G&T and some sour gummies here. Amma, the title. The crown is slipping off the head. Oh, Paddy's got some prawn crackers and a Pepsi Max.
Hey,
Nice.
Pepsi Max.
That's what I'm drinking right now. Not sponsored, but if you know, if you're there, thanks. Cool. Right. So as we come back into the scene, we see this large figure, not quite as tall as Andros, but getting there, broad shoulders, and we just see these red eyes in the darkness. And as that figure steps into the light, Paddy Max, could you please introduce your character for us?
Hello, hi, thanks for having me. The first thing that you guys will see coming out of the shadows is the tips of some horns facing forward. These very sharp, glistening white horns. Followed by what looks like a very grizzled, worn, white bull snout. And these 2 big black leather gloves covering what could only be some bruised looking hands, one of which happens to have entwined in the fingertips the hair of the man who he just let go off the wall. And as I step out of the light, you realize that I am a minotaur, a half man, half bull creature, a big 6'7", 6'8", 6'6", tall, overbearing sort of presence. And you notice these red eyes sit in what can only be described as sort of a white face on the rest of a black sort of fur-covered body. I'm wearing a very battered leather jacket, and on my back you can only see what looks to be an axe, a very big axe that is just sort of strung into the back of whatever I'm holding. And I step forward, and you can see I've sort of red eyes, and I'm clearly worked up about stuff. And I look at you guys and read the real menace, and then you hear me say, "Oh, saw, dudes. How's it going? Welcome to the alleyway. Bronco, are you okay? Like, you're meant to block the exit, dude. This guy's not meant to go anywhere until we know what he wants to tell us."
Yes, sorry, Blighthorn.
Yeah, dudes, look, it's I know this looks pretty shady and whatnot with all the shade, but I promise you, it's all positive vibes. All right, like it's all good. I'm just trying to figure out what he knows. He's telling me what I should know. Apparently, I do know, but I don't really know. We're trying to find out what's going on. I promise you, it's all chill vibes here. Yeah.
As you see Bronco, the rhino, step to the side ever so slightly, as you can now all see Andros stood before this man who's just holding, like, the head and hair of this gentleman that he was just speaking to. Still attached to the body. This is not decapitated, but, like, he's just dragged him into the light.
Andros, is it another friend of yours, or?
Andros is like, he hasn't said a word. Like, he's just looking at this dude, and I don't know what to say. Like, I'm just stunned. I'm just staring at him like, what?
Maeve looks over to Shion. She's like, is this normal?
I don't know this man, but I mean, yeah, it's a back alley in the third ring of Shartusa. It's like, imagine the worst place you've ever been, and then a little bit worse. Things go on here that cannot see daylight. But I don't know this man.
Don't look confused, guys. These things happen in Arkanville as well. We have back alleys too. We have people fighting. It's no big deal, right?
Not guarded by talking rhinos.
Wait a minute, hold on. Hold on. You sure you haven't heard of me? You guys have been in Arkanvale, dude? Oh, that place is sick! I haven't been there in years, bro.
Bro?
Who are you?
The name is, sorry. I'm amazed you haven't heard of me. Like, usually the red eyes and, like... I'll introduce the gang. It's obviously you guys met Bronco. This is Bronco Lighthorn. He's my companion buddy.
Oh yeah, hey there, guys.
He's sort of like my manager, if you like, in a way, kinda. And I'm so basically me. I'm Carvox. Carvox Blighthorn is what I go by. You may know me by Blighthorn. Kind of big around here. You know what it is. And then this right here, and you can see me reach up behind and grab what you originally thought was an axe and pull out what is actually an axe that's been fashioned into a guitar, a sort of a lute, if you like. This is Axel. He's like my homie, you know what I mean? Like, he's my heart and soul is in here, you know? But yeah, who are you dudes? Like, yeah. Oh, and I don't know who this guy is, by the way. He's just here.
Help me, please!
Yeah, don't help.
Can I roll insight on whether I know him or not?
Whether you know Mr. Blighthorn, as he's introduced himself as?
Yeah, he says he's
Sure.
famous around these parts.
Sure, roll an insight check.
I'm
Or
kind of
history?
busy.
I guess history would probably be the better one. A 16. You know what? I'll give you advantage because you're in Shartusa. It's your home turf. A 29. You've never heard of this man in your life.
Famous, huh?
do you have to keep hold of that dude? What did he do?
Oh, this dude? I'm just trying to figure out what he knows. Like,
Um,
I'm looking for a dude. He knows a dude, I think. He's like with the dude or something. I don't.
So
What do you know, dude?
I've told you everything I know. Please, just let go of me.
Nah, dude. Nah.
Oh,
Mr. Blighthorn,
Whitehorn.
Andros,
Andros. Like it. Nice.
okay, it's good to meet you, I guess.
Your tusks are gnarly, dude. Sick. Sorry, go on. You were saying.
Confused.
I don't even know what to say. Yeah, Blighthorn, you know, I think he's told you everything he needs to know. You need to know, right? I mean, you're looking for a dude who knows a dude who works with a dude?
Yeah, we're looking for a lot of dudes, but you dudes can chill while I deal with this dude here, if you like, and like you dudes can just like,
I mean, what
be
do you
here and watch.
what are you wanting to know?
I want to know who I should know that he knows, but he won't tell me who he knows.
And I'll look to the dude. Do you know something?
I can't understand what a word that this guy is saying. Apparently, there's multiple dudes that I'm meant to know about another dude that he also
Okay.
knows.
First of all,
Do you know the names of the dudes that you're looking for?
yeah, who are you looking for?
Oh, so it's funny you ask. I wish I knew who I was looking for, but like basically, it's a long story, so I don't want to get into it right now because like it's really loud in Shartusa. But right here, this dude is part of a sort of like a club. I don't know, like maybe they're bros or something. But they're sort of like a gang called, what was it? It was like the tungstone.
The tungsten
or-
wolves.
Yeah, you heard of them?
Hello there, little friend. You are going to tell me a little bit more.
Whoa! You're friends with these dudes?
No.
No.
No,
Oh my god.
I'm not friends with these dudes.
Why do we
I
find the
want to know what you
nutcases?
know is.
All right.
You want to know? Oh, fuck! It's like this guy is just being held by the head has found yet another enemy. This guy keeps telling me, that you know a dude that I know, and I just don't know who he means.
You know, not you know.
I-
Know. It's the guy you're looking for, the dude you are looking for, Mr. Blythorn, I think. It's convenient because it's the same guy I'm looking for.
Are you,
Yes, you know.
are you sure he knows? I don't think we
No.
heard the name yet.
Oh God, damn it!
I don't understand. Like, you guys are on this thing. You keep telling me I know, but I don't know. Because if I did know, then why would I be asking?
It's
You know?
know.
I get it, dude. I get it. I get
All
it.
right.
His name is
Oh, dude, why didn't you say something, dude? Come on. Of course, you know.
Why are you looking for him?
Oh, well, if you really want to get into it, basically, so you want a long version or like the short version here?
Long version is fine, but I suspect you do not want to talk here.
I would say the short version, unless he lets go of my head.
No, I'm not letting go. You're gonna have to listen to this, buddy. We're gonna go through it. Basically, a long time ago, I was like a little dude, and then when I became a big dude, I was really into music. And I loved the sound of this one guy who was traveling by. I saw him playing on his lute, and I thought it was like super sick, dude. And long story short, I left my tribe to like follow the music passion. I say I left. I basically got kicked out, but like I left because I didn't want to be a warrior. Because it's I was trying to be that guy who wanted to be a musician, and the guy who trained me is he's been traveling around. I've been all over. Like I've done gigs in Arkenvale. I've been to Kavak. I've been around, dude. Like I've played everywhere. I'm surprised you guys haven't heard of me. Like I do features with all sorts of people. I've been around. But basically what I'm trying to say is I'm looking for a dude called Ren Whisperwing. He was like my tutor back in the day. And I've seen these guys. I don't even know how I got here. Like that's a whole story. But basically, these guys are selling stuff that I recognize as potentially being his stuff. So I'm kind of wondering what that's about, and that's why I'm here. Yeah. You know?
Shion, roll me a history check on the name Whisperwing. $19. Yeah, you're gonna definitely recognize it. The Whisperwing family are a family that does actually live in the second ring, the middle ring of Shartusa. They are not the wealthiest of people, but they have enough wealth that they can remain within, outside of the slums, shall we put it. You know that they're many years ago, Mr. and Mrs. Whisperwing had a child who decided to leave the nest and leave Shartusa to seek greater things. And you vaguely recall a very long time ago that he did come out to be a musician. So this story at least checks out. You recognize Whisperwing to be maybe the son of this wealthy family, and yeah, I'd say that's all you know.
Well, I seem to be knowing this Mr. Whisper. Well, not him personally, but I've heard of his family. They live in the second ring.
Yeah, that would be him. He's he's a gnarly dude. Like he's always on the right wave level, like he's always there. But I haven't seen him in years because he was banished by my uncle. He was a real piece of work for like training me in music and stuff. But basically, like I'm looking for him, and I know he's up there somewhere. But you're saying the second ring, so
You can't really get in there unless someone of higher stature takes you. So if you want to come along, we're going there ourselves.
Oh, that'd be so sick. Yeah, is it because this guy's so tall? I get it, higher stature. Yeah, I'll stick with this dude.
You can at least seek out his family.
That would be gnarly. Like, if you guys are down, that'd be so chill. Oh, I'd be so honored.
Can you let him go now?
Let me go.
And I like let him go, and he just drops to the floor.
Oh!
Imagine.
Yeah, he just like clatters onto the floor, and he like kind of like half gets up and then looks up at you as if like he's ready to be grabbed again, and then he very slowly keeps getting up until he's on his feet.
Has it been 10 minutes?
Yeah, I'll say it's been 10 minutes. Yeah.
Okay. Just wanted to know if I'm done.
Yes. What were you casting?
The Unseen Servant.
Yes, Unseen Servant has arose. Arrived. Arose.
Right.
Appeared.
Appeared.
And
How
what's
long
your
does that
intent?
last? 1 hour, I see.
Yes. What's your intent?
Well, initially I wanted to slip into that alley and help or something and find out what's happening there.
Okay.
That didn't happen. I guess I just want him to follow the guy that's running off.
Well, the guy still stood in the alleyway because you lot are now blocking it. All stood in the entrance of it, and he's just kind of like. So am I good to go? Or
Not yet.
shit. Yes.
What you guys up to in there?
Help me, please.
To do what?
Get out.
Don't you have feet?
I'll put my arm before Erhard. Erhard? If you want to live, you step back. Have you seen Shion's face?
No, I didn't. I was busy.
Well, pay attention next time, because if you let that guy go, she'll murder you after she spilled your guts through the sheets. Okay?
I was just having conversation. That sure. You guys do you. I don't know what we're doing here.
Neither do I, but apparently Shion has something with this dude.
Okay.
So, where is Yuno? I'm only asking this once.
I don't know.
And when he says I don't know, I will be behind him and I'll grab him by his collar and lift him up. So he'll be on eye level with Shion.
Okay. He's now much higher than Shion because Shion was shorter than him. So.
Oh,
like,
really? Oh,
yeah.
I'll
Shion's like the shortest person. Like,
I'll grab his feet and I'll kind of tilt him, let the blood rush to his head a bit,
Yep.
and just hold him there until he says something.
But I don't know.
What was that now? And I sort of, I don't know. Guess I'm doing a little sparkle with my hands, show him that I'm capable of magic.
Look. Okay. Yuno hasn't been here for a few days, at least to my knowledge. He skipped town for a minute. I expect him to come back. He has many things that he wishes to do here. Is that enough?
Can I roll insight on that?
Sure, of course you can. He's clearly very panicked. He's clearly in a very stressful situation. You feel like he could be telling the truth, but you never know with someone from the Tungsten Wolves.
Okay. I grab his collar, the other half, because Andros.
Yep.
You tell Andros that Andros. You tell Yuno.
Who's Andros?
Yeah, that's this guy. No, you tell Yuno that Shion Loraniel has returned and wants to settle a debt.
Oh shit.
Run along now.
Okay. And he looks up at Andros.
Give him a little toss. Toss him towards the front of the alleyway.
Yeah, he clatters to the ground, rolls out of it, gets to his knees, and then looks back and says, Shion Loraniel?
Yes.
Wait, aren't you dead?
Clearly not.
Okay.
And I'll show my blade to him. You better start running.
Not thanks to your master.
Okay. He gets up and just darts into the city. You just hear him shouting, "Get out of my way!" As he's he pushes over someone, and then as he runs, Andros, you see the old lady nearby him, and as he starts running towards her, she just sticks a foot out, and he tumbles down the alleyway, down one of the streets. He gets back up, and then he kind of shoves a couple of people, and then he starts running off.
By the way,
three silver worth.
I'm gonna tell the unseen servant to carry my parasol for me.
Okay. It's just a floating parasol.
Well, Mr. Blightborn, I guess you and...
Blighthorn, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Horn,
Gotcha, bro. Gotcha.
Bro.
Mm-hmm. Bro, I guess you can come with us if you want.
That would be so cool, dude. If you're all cool with it, that would be an honor. But you gotta bear in mind, some people might know who I am because kind of a big deal,
Yes. Yeah.
He is kind of a big deal.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
You're big famous.
Can I check with my background if I've ever heard of this guy?
Sure, yeah, go for it.
So just history or...
Yeah, roll me a history check.
My dear lord. I'm an entertainer.
You're not sure? That's a nat one, I'm afraid.
Gotcha. All right, bro. Just I guess stick with us. You're not like wanted. You're not like a wanted person. You're not like in trouble with the law.
Oh, he's wanted everywhere to perform, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Not like you did something stupid and people are after you, kind of. You get what I'm saying, bro?
Bro, I'm a rock star, dude. Like a lot of people are after me, and I've done some
Right.
stupid stuff. But like, no, I'm all good. Like, if you're talking about the dudes with like the gear, no.
And why were you kicked out of your tribe?
Well, some people want his autograph, so he is wanted in that respect.
And the tribe
Wait,
thing.
does Bronk-
back?
Maeve?
Well, I was gonna ask if Bronco also sings.
Oh,
does-
I try not to.
You should. You could be a two-man band.
We have different styles. You see, I like opera.
Opera?
No way.
Yeah, I don't get it either, but like, whatever, right? What were you saying, big dude?
You were in a tribe. Why? What happened? Like, why were you kicked out?
Well, I mean, I didn't. Did I say kicked out? Like,
You
I
did.
guess. Look, what happened was it was a long time ago. I was a little dude, and I basically I was with these guys. My family died when I was young, and I was living with my uncle. He didn't really like that I wasn't a warrior type. You know, I don't really have the stature for a warrior. I'm more of a musician, right? Like, I'm not a big burly guy with an axe. Unless talking about Axel here, he's like a loot. Anyways, no. What I was saying was basically they didn't approve of me having a musical interest, and then I went and performed as Carvox Lighthorn. My middle name's Ballard. Yeah. And basically I put my name down as Carvox B Lighthorn, and they introduced me as Blighthorn, and ever since your boy's been Blighthorn. Yeah.
So, Carvox is a stage name. It's not even your actual name.
No, Carvox is all this right here, dude.
Right. Okay.
Blighthorn is my stage name.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And where are you from?
Yeah, that's well, that's a real treat. The thing is, basically, I just go wherever I want. So
That doesn't-
I'm from the heavens, I'd like to say. Like,
What?
that's where my music comes from. But if you're talking about like this body, probably like Kavak, I guess.
You're from Kavak. Oh, great.
Something like that, yeah.
Oh.
And you've been to Arkenville?
Yeah, I have. Arkenville is so dope. Yeah. Arkenville is great. I perform with so many artists over there.
Can you tell us about Arkenville? Sounds like a great place.
Oh, like, I don't know, like, I was there for probably so long ago, but, like, I performed with, maybe you'll know some of the artists, like, there was, what were their names? Like, Seven Sisters? No, what was it called? Silver Strings or something? I don't know. We played music for a while back
no.
then. Have you heard of them? Like, they could back me up, you know?
That hurts.
I would get along well with Plucky.
Oh, that hurts.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Lucky. He was great.
Yeah.
I love Lucky. He's my dude.
And how long have you been apart? Did you play together, or?
Oh, I mean, it's kind of a long story, but basically, I was there before they were a thing, because me and one of them and me were a thing, and then
What?
they
Wait a minute.
became a...
What? Pause the story. Pause. Who? Who are you with?
I can't remember her name, but wait,
Didn't we have somewhere to
You're the-
be?
What she look like? What did she look like?
no, like my memory's not great, dude, but basically, because I've been around, I'll be honest, but like, basically, she It's easier if I go through music, I think. If you guys are up for it, I can give you
Oh
like a
my
short
lord.
thing.
Yeah, go ahead. Just let the
There
pain
was a
sink in.
girl, her name was something. What was it? Oh, what was it? A girl named Savras. She had a great, really nice behind. Something like that. I can't remember the song. Savras, yeah. Me and Savras toured for like a year and a half. It was great. We made some real sweet music, and we weren't bad on stage either. It's like so dope.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we're... Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So just this guy had a crush on Saffra, so you might be friends together. Good luck.
I don't know. Wait, who's Savras? Oh, you mean Sabras? Yeah, Sabras was great, but like that was so long ago, dude. She's like, we're not a thing at all. Like, she probably doesn't
Yeah,
even.
no, we're not a thing either.
No.
Yeah, we're not a thing.
Unless you've never been a thing.
He's a thing. We're all things deep down, dude. So, anyways, I really
I'm
need
a
to
thing.
find these tungsten dudes. Yeah, Bronco's a thing too. But if you guys are up for it, like maybe we could get a move on and see where life takes us. You know, follow the wave.
Well,
Yeah.
I think life would take us to the second ring of Shartusa at this point.
The second ring of Shartusa, yeah, that'd be really cool. I'd love to get going to the second ring of Shartusa. But it's up to you guys. You guys lead the way. They don't let people in
Well-
like just willy nilly. I've tried. No.
So they know you.
Oh well, I mean, you know, everybody knows me, right? So
Well, the
Blindborn.
guards, you know, specifically.
yeah, they're really into my rock music. Yeah.
Can Chion, can rhinos just walk in as well? Is that a thing?
Oh no, I tried to.
Depends on who they're with, darling.
No, don't worry about Bronco at all. Like he's already been up there. He's
Oh yeah.
like I sent him up there. It's as you can probably imagine, like traveling around with a dude as big. No offense, Bronco, love you, but a dude as big as Bronco, like it's a bit inconvenient sometimes. So, me and Axel make some sweet music, and I can polymorph him into like a chipmunk or something.
Oh,
And
yeah,
he just
I
goes
love-
in my pocket.
I love being a chipmunk. It's great.
Yeah. So no, don't worry about him at all. Yeah.
Okay. Should we just get going and hope it goes well?
Yes. Of course it'll go well.
I mean, like I thought that Bugger was the latest edition and the last edition, but now we've got another one.
Oh, I'm still over here. I'm just chilling.
Oh
Hey
my
there,
god, what
you
is
are
that?
chilling.
Hello.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. What are you, dude? You're
It's,
gnarly.
It's nice to meet you.
Oh, you're so cool. Like literally, dude.
Oh yeah, good one. I like it.
Maybe she's just
Can we
gonna
keep them?
maybe she's gonna shove Socks a little bit behind her hair.
Immediately, Socks kind of like pulls himself out of the hair because he wants to see. He's like amazed with what's going on at the minute.
Yeah, and then Silver, she's like, no, like, psst, be quiet, okay? Keep your head low.
Yeah, and he kind of just like buries himself in, but then you just see like a part of it open and his eyes just like peering out.
Okay.
Guys, before we go on this adventure, I hate to be that guy. I always forget it, but I don't actually know your names. Normally I'd ask like straight up front, but you had me in like an alleyway. So like if you could just tell me what your names are, that'd be so cool. You know.
Dudes, my name is Shion Loraniel, and I'm kind of famous around here. Similar to yourself.
Oh,
I don't play music though. Erhard does.
oh no way, Erhard.
Yeah,
That's such a good name, dude. Where did you make that one up?
I didn't. My
Oh,
parents did, I guess. Anyway, I'm Erhard Weiderstaff.
nice.
I've not been around as much as you apparently have, but I've done my fair share of music.
Nice, dude. Lovely to meet you. You're like so handsome, and I like to think I just like grab both hands, one of your hands, and just shake it, and they're a little bit warm, I imagine.
And
from
my
earlier.
parasol just, kind of floats above me. Sure. Cool. Well, you're a big guy. At least you're nice.
Yeah. And who's this blue dude? Like, what are you, dude? Are you Vidalkin? I haven't seen one of those in ages, bro.
I was going to introduce myself, but since he said that, I was like, "You met another Verdalken?"
Oh, mate, dude, I don't even know. Maybe I saw it on a book or something.
I didn't even know you could read.
Not really. Me neither.
Well, the name is Arcturus, and yes, I'm a Verdalken, as you could have read in your book.
Awesome, dude. I met the big dude, but it was Don Redondos, right? No. All right, dude. No worries. Peace out. Next time. Then there's one more little dude. No, sorry. It's my bad. It's a total babe. Like, what are you meant to be? What's your name?
My name is Maeve.
Maeve.
Yes.
Nice. That's a good name.
Yeah. Shall we get going? I'm very confused.
Let's get going.
So you guys start heading out. Shion, I assume you lead the way. And as you start pushing through the city streets, trying to make your way to a known location, which is that of the gates into the second ring. Andros,
Yeah.
out of the corner of your eye, you start to see activity and people in the crowd moving around. And it piques your interest because multiple people wearing similar robes all start to mingle through the crowds, and you start to see a few ahead of you and a few behind you.
Does it look like they're trying to, like, because Andros, his military background, he would understand, like, okay, this doesn't look like, it looks like they're trying to either box or they're after somebody. Like, it would be.
There's a couple of, you're not sure if they're all linked, but a couple of them that you see kind of like glare at another one and like nod, and then you see another one come out of like a doorway, as if like there's multiple just appearing, and they all seem to be like wearing a similar sort of garb. And then it's at this moment that you see the same half-elven gentleman that ran away a moment ago to tell the information appear, and you notice that his clothing is very similar to theirs.
I like tell up to Shion like to halt, like to stop, and I'm gonna put my hand on my blade and I'm gonna just watch him. And my shield's already out and everything, just hand on the blade and just like watching them.
Yeah, and as you do start to watch them and see what they're doing, you get the feeling that they are looking at you, and you see the half-elven gentleman point towards Carbox and then point towards Shion, and like 3 of the guys near them all nod.
I would then put I kind of push and stand in front of Shion and make sure like Vox is also behind me, and I'm just gonna stand in front of him, shield out everything, and just I'll holler out. Actually, I'll be honest. Man, how do I want to word this?
Yeah, what do you shout out?
You better not move any more forward.
And as you do shout this out, you start to see a few of them stop, and then you hear the noise with your extremely good perception of like a couple of blades unsheathing. And as you begin to hear this noise, the rest of you then start to notice that there's quite a few individuals, and Shion specifically. I don't know if Carvox is perceptive enough, but Shion specifically, you start to see the emblems of the tungsten wolves on a few of these people around. And when the blades get drawn, the civilians seem to start scattering as if they're also realizing what's going on.
I'll pull my blade out and I'll point it towards in the direction of them approaching, like in front of us, and I'm going to ignite it, like ignite the electricity on the blade.
Okay.
And just point it at him. And just say, like, reiterate one more time, stop.
Yeah. And anyone else doing anything as you all start to see this? Carvox, you do notice that this is happening as well.
Okay. I think I just like with the new friends around and like I'm clearly outnumbered here. I just stay quiet and watch what everyone else is doing.
Okay.
Fox goes in his ring.
Yep. Socks just like gets sucked straight in. You're like, okay. And then I will say, Arcturus, you hear in your head. You do hear in your head from Booger. You just hear,
"Oh God."
What? Aren't you like ready to fight a little?
Sure, buddy. Yeah, I haven't done it for a while. Let's go.
If you don't want to, it's okay. You can.
Oh, this will be a great warm up.
And you just see him like shadow boxing, just like next to you.
Good. Keep close to me.
Erhard, as he sees Ondros kind of challenge people, he just takes out the flute and gets it ready to.
As a bird flies by and makes a loud noise.
Another one.
Bronco farts.
Let it go.
It's like a nervous poo.
I ready the Nastyrs mischief if they do get closer.
Okay. I would. Yeah, Maeve?
I was just gonna say I'm going to speak in ignorant to Shion.
Sure.
Is this a place where I could rage?
Oh, this is definitely a place where you can rage.
Okay, good to know. As the hairs start to stand up on her arms.
Just try to not knock down any buildings or something like that.
And the fangs come out a little bit. Oh, I'll try.
Okay.
I'd be delighted to slay every one of them. Do I see any familiar faces, like people who were with me on a certain expedition?
Roll me a perception check as we look around at the various figures that are now surrounding the group. And yeah, perception of 20 is that? Or is that an old roll?
20. No, that's...
Oh my
20.
lord. You're rolling very well today, Shion.
Yeah!
You don't spot any individuals that you recognize from your trip, but you do spot a couple of faces of people that you've definitely seen in the presence of Yuno previously. Maybe before the trip or the build-up to it, but not on the trip itself.
Okay, that's good.
Hey, and as this is all happening, you just hear, "So are we doing this or what?"
Let's dance, guys.
I guess.
Let's dance.
I just do as I'm told.
Right, well, blade on.
Yeah.
Stage is set. Let's show them how we roll.
Oh, yeah, let's do this. And I just sort of like grab Axel from behind. And you can see that my face goes from a very chill, relaxed, sort of calm dude to a very serious, very dark, sort of looking intent on my face.
And you see Bronco gets a little lower, and he like kicks a hoof as he starts looking towards some of the guys coming up. And yeah, he just like, you see his like butt goes a little higher and his head goes a little lower, like he's ready to charge.
Hide your pointer.
Busted.
Busted. Yeah, and do they stop? You know, if I'm saying
They're
anything?
all slowly getting closer and closer. Blades are now drawn, and they're all walking towards you, and you just hear out in the distance, "Well, thought you got the last laugh, did we? Ha! Well, now it's my turn."
I give a little smirk, and I just kind of, I'll call out again. You know you're messing with the Iron Vortex. We slayed an ice dragon. We beat a sea serpent. You're messing with the wrong crew. This is your last chance to turn around and walk away, or you will not be stepping out of here alive.
The only person we're double-crossing is that oaf that had me by the throat, and Shion the Undying.
Well, they're in company of us. Your funeral.
Well, you'll be fucked too then. Boys, get him! As you just hear like this wimpy guy. You don't even see where he is at this point. You just hear the voice as a few of the tungsten wolves like grit their teeth, and you can see some of these are quite rugged-looking gentlemen. Scimitars, daggers. They look prepared for a scrap. And yeah, I think we're gonna roll initiative.
Cool. I get advantage on this, by the way.
Yeah, you do. So to roll initiative, for those that might not know.
I'm an idiot.
Oh wait 2 secs. For some reason, the dragon and Kellum have appeared on here. They're not in this fight, don't worry. Please re-roll for me.
Oh, I got a 23.
I will add your original
Okay,
roll.
thank you.
Yeah. But you will have to, Paddy, just so you know,
Yeah.
if you click on your token on the map and then click initiative, then it'll add it to the order. Thanks.
So what I did is I forgot to click on my token, but I rolled initiative.
That's okay. If you just do it again for me, then I'll add the original one.
Wonderful.
Hey, me and
That was the same, so.
Arcturus,
I had
nat 20s.
13.
Wait, Bronco got a nat 20?
Hey, 3
Bronco's
nat
like, I'm
20s
ready.
on initiative? Unheard
I'm
of.
ready. Let's have them.
Can I get a surprise round on my Nessus mission?
I will say, unfortunately, that they were very well aware that you guys were coming in.
Damn.
Wow, I've rolled for all of them. Right. Give me this guy. God, these guys suck. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I think that's everyone. Oh, and we also have... We cannot forget our familiars on the field.
My thing just disappeared.
Yeah, I think you've deleted your token somehow.
Okay. We'll do that
I
again.
don't know how you've managed that.
My
give me a
thing
sec,
is
I'll add it on.
frozen.
Yeah, somehow you've deleted your entire token. Give me a sec.
Okay.
I've added you back.
Okay.
Can you roll initiative again for me?
Yeah, I'll
and then
roll
I
initiative.
need to. Thank you. I tried not to. to do
Hey,
whatever
you don't have to
just
fix
did.
anything. It's
Okay,
It's
I do have to
there.
fix the others though.
yeah.
So the original rolls was an 11 for Shion, which I think is already on. Shion's is also not on there. Lan, could you click your token and do it again for me, please?
I didn't do anything.
I need a 13.
You need a 13. I
So
can do
just
that.
roll initiative again.
Yeah, please. Blighthorn also got a 13.
My familiar goes on my turn, right?
Oh my lord, why won't that let me? There you go. Maeve got a 21. Nice. Familiar does go on your turn, correct. Arcturus got a...
22.
Oh, you got the 22. You're all good. Shion, what did you originally get?
An 11.
11. Thank you. Okay. And then I will just change some music. I actually don't remember what's what, so...
In the meantime, slight reminder from chat, we still have inspirations for DM and for
And
this is gonna be good. Okay. Let's go for this one. I don't remember what this is, but it looks good to me. This sounds good. Cool. So,
I cannot move my token.
wait, what? Can you refresh? Oh no, you can't refresh, can you? You can move. You're moving it now.
Yeah, but my actual token's not moving.
Yeah, it is.
I don't.
You are?
Here, let me refresh. I'm gonna hit the.
we saw
Okay.
it move.
Slight technical difficulty. Eagle's just going to quickly refresh so your map will disappear for a second while he does so. But yeah, okay, cool. So yes, as the battle begins to go underway, what is your passive perception? But what's your not passive perception? Your dexterity, Andros.
My dexterity is a 16.
Okay, you are tied. So roll me a d20, please, when you can, of course.
Okay. Yeah.
And remember to move your character sheet off of the map. Cheers. And Arcturus, what is your dexterity?
Dexterity. Let me check. 14. Not
Thank
that
you.
high.
Carvox and Erhard, what are your dexterities, please?
14. So 13.
Okay, so Carvox goes
I
first,
didn't expect that.
and everyone else is good. Cool. Okay, Andros, you're up first.
Oh, let's go. Okay. All right. Oh, by the way, just letting you know, I don't hear any music right now, but we'll figure that out. I'm going to.
Wait there. I'll pause it and replay.
Okay.
Sometimes that fixes it.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh, no,
I hear it
wasn't that
now.
one. It was this
Oh.
one. There you go.
Okay.
Cool.
I will. Which way do I want to go? Do I know do I have to know from my perception which way that little guy was? Like which side he's on?
The voice was coming from the north of the map.
But not like an actual locate, like not on like a left or right side, just north.
It was just somewhere above you. It was just like somewhere above.
I'm going to let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Ooh, but okay, I can get there. I'm gonna get right here.
Yep, you run up to the first guy.
Yep, and I'm gonna stab him.
Go for it.
And I stab with my white tusk.
Go for it. So you, okay, you don't get sneak attack
Okay.
because you don't have advantage on the attack and you
No.
don't have an ally within 5 feet.
Mhm.
So you do 9 piercing plus 5 lightning as you do stab into the gentleman in front of you.
And with my bonus action, I am going to I haven't used it in a while. I'm actually gonna use a Whales of the Grave, and I'm going to send it to the bandit right behind him. Wait, no,
As
I
you
can't.
almost
I
hear-
can't because I didn't get sneak attack, right?
Correct, yes.
Yeah, so I can't do that. I'm just gonna slash again then.
Okay. With your
With the dagger end of
Okay.
white tusk.
make the attack roll, please.
Should be that, yeah.
Oh my lord, so 4 damage.
Mhm.
'Cause you don't get sneak.
Yep.
There you go, yeah, as you pierce into him and he just takes the hits. And you can see this guy, he's wearing like a heavier set armor than the others and definitely looks to be a little bit more burlier and like ready for a scrap.
Okay. Yeah, that's it.
Does that mean if you done?
That is the end of my turn.
Okay, at that, you will then have a gentleman come sprinting all the way through here. As Carvox, this guy comes skidding up towards you. He has like a scimitar in one hand and a sickle in the other. And as he looks towards you, he gets ready to strike. But I just want to double check. He has to use his full action to just get in combat with you. So he doesn't attack you this round, but he does get up right next to you. The next guy, the one next to Andros, will then start slashing back towards you, Andros, with the scimitar first.
Mhm.
And this one has a dagger in his other hand. So he will attack with the scimitar for a 10, which misses. And then will attack again with a scimitar attack for a 19.
Misses.
And then dagger attack.
Misses.
As he's just like swing, stab, and like you just like parry and dodge the attacks. That is the end of that guy's go. Arcturus, you're up.
Seeing what's going on at Andros, I will. Let me first. I was there. Yeah. I am going to use a new spell, Synabastatic,
Okay.
and I will point it to this guy. This is going to be the center. It's
Which
gonna
one,
be,
sorry?
This one.
Okay, the guy at the back, yeah.
Yeah, at the back. And it will produce. I'll put it in the chat.
Oh my lord, this is going to be a big spell, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. Welcome to Shah.
So a 20-foot radius sphere centered to the point. Everyone in it must make an intelligence saving throw.
So you're putting that as the point.
So it misses Andros.
Dear. I need to just read the spell real quick.
I hope one thing, but
Hopefully, there's no people in these buildings.
That's what I'm reading.
Hopefully they're not dumber than a 2 either.
that's what I'm hoping for.
I
It's
think you
new,
need a
so
certain
you live, you
intelligence
learn.
level to be able to speak.
So if it fails the save, it takes 8d6 psychic damage. It does not state that cover blocks it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Mass
you release
murder.
the spell.
Mhm.
I'll make some saves, and then I'll make some off-screen saves. Is it wisdom? No, intelligence. Oh dear,
Intelligence,
this is
yes.
even worse. Okay, so we'll go for a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4. And then this guy, which will go for that. Okay, so 2 successes. So on a point of intelligence saving throw, a creature with an intelligence score of 2 or lower can't be effective with a spell. A creature takes 8d6 psychic damage on a failed, or half as much on a successful. Civilians can't even survive this. Roll me 8d6, please.
8d6?
Oh,
8d6s.
8d6. Yeah.
Oh, there was
Oh
slash
dear.
forward. Slash forward?
/r space 8d6, please.
8d6. 27.
Okay. My roll 20s froze. Oh no, it hasn't. I was on the wrong thing. Okay, this guy's dead. Oh wait, it's half. Yeah, he's still dead. This guy's dead. This guy's dead. This guy's dead. Okay, I'll do something in a minute. I need to remember it's that guy. Okay. And then the last guy saved, so he takes half of 27, which is 13? Rounded down? Yeah. Okay. Oh my lord. And then what's the second half? During that time? Wait. So how was that? After a failed save, a target has muddled thoughts for 1 minute. During that time, it rolls a d6 and subtracts the number rolled from all its attack rolls and ability checks. Okay, so this guy is muddled as well. Oh my lord, that spell's kind of cool.
Very cool.
Yeah, I'll give him the eye symbol. Muddled things. Okay, cool. I will say, Arcturus, as you release the spell, you feel that it affects more people than you can see. Arcturus, it's the end of your turn. Do you want to move?
It is the end of my turn, yes.
Okay, Maeve, you're up.
Okay. Have we noticed the people south from us at all? Or
Yeah, you're fully aware.
Yeah,
There's
we
people everywhere surrounding. Yeah.
Okay. And Maeve's like, she's about to fall into a rage, but before she does, she snaps onto a little bit of concentration, and behind these 2 men, wrong one. Behind these 2 men here, you see the water start to form higher and higher
Mm-hmm.
as it pulls back and rushes forward into them in a tidal wave.
So is it going towards you or going backwards?
It's coming towards us, so it's
Okay,
gonna. It should get the 3 bandits and the horn guy.
I will say, obviously, anywhere with like a tiled-topped roof, you can't see through. But as these here are like more market stalls, you can see where they currently are. But like you couldn't see through this building per se. Just so you're
No.
aware. Okay.
No, but
Yeah,
it's
that's fine.
and yeah, it's a tidal wave that for some reason I can't click. There we go.
Okay, so they have to make dex saves. This is going real well for these boys. And would that hit all 4 of them on this side of the bank?
Yeah. So the rhino, not the horn guy, and the 3 bandits behind him on the left.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so dex 12, that's a failure. And then these guys have to succeed. Oh no, even if they don't succeed, they die. Okay, So all of these guys die as the tidal wave takes them in. And
that
I will
guy's
say
prone.
that guy is prone. You are correct. It does start to destroy part of the market as well, as this tidal wave crashes down on the market stalls and the produce that's there.
You hear me go, sorry.
Yeah, as you just
And
see,
then-
yeah, some less wealthy people's livelihoods being destroyed before you.
Yeah. But then, she will start to rush down here,
Mm-hmm.
and she'll start to rage. And she's like, "I'm really sorry, but I gotta do this," to the people in there. And then she like falls into a rage.
Okay, not a problem. At the end of your turn, we have that bandit captain who will stand up, and because you've moved closer, is now in range to attack you as he runs
That's
on
okay.
up. He will swing his scimitar at you. 23 to hit.
Oh yeah, he hits.
You take 9 slashing, which is
5,
half down to 4.
4.
Then you
round it
pick
down, okay.
another 22 to hit.
Yeah.
You take 9 slashing, rounded down to 4,
4.
and then a dagger for a 7, which misses.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay. Next up is this guy who will run up to here and will slash towards Bronco. He's like, "You're gonna get it!" And then this guy runs up and starts slashing towards him. So that is a 17, a 12, and a natural 1. Only, 2 hit. As he takes 14 points of damage. Ah! As he kind of like shrugs it off a little bit. And that's the end of that guy's go. Then it's Bronco's turn. Bronco didn't like that at all. So attempts to gore the guy before him. An 18 does in fact hit. As he does 10 bludgeoning. As he slams his horn into the chest of this guy. And yeah, like knocks him a little bit and wins him. And then Bronco just kind of like keeps kicking his hoof back, ready to charge into him again. That's Bronco's turn. Then it's these bandits here who will all run up for their whole action. And then we'll use the dodge action. Carvox, you're up.
All right. I think what I'd like to use on this turn for my action is Thunderclap, which is basically I create a burst of sound for up to a ring around me 100 feet away. Each creature within range must roll.
So each creature within 5 feet of you, which is Bronco, Shion, and the bandit. You could move first if you wanted to do so. I'll allow. Yeah, just so you're aware.
Okay, let me think. Hold on. Bear with me 2 seconds.
That's okay. You're all good.
In that case, I would like to use Axel with Blight.
Oh, you're gonna cast Blight.
Yeah.
So what do we all see as you pull out Axel?
I basically unsheath this guitar or this lute from my back, and you see it has this very dark black glow, which almost looks sort of necrotic in nature. And as I sort of bring my hand up to slam it down, it sort of glows slightly green, and I slam through, and a wave of sort of darkness
Necrotic, yeah.
hits out.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. So I believe it's a saving throw. What is your spell save DC? Let's have a look.
I think it's 17.
So if you
It's
click
just
on your main
17 on the
page,
standard,
Mhm.
yeah, on your main page, if you click where it says Blight right at the
Yep.
bottom of the attacks and spell casting, it should roll it for you.
Level 9, right?
No, you want to do level 4, yeah.
Okay.
Level 4. Okay, so it's a con save of 17. Man, this guy is about to feel a world of pain. He just fails by 1, and you deal a whopping 34 necrotic damage as this pulse of energy hits him, and you start to see his face sinks in a little bit, and black veins come up from the neck and all across the arms. And this guy's like you just see him like really struggling for a moment, and he like steps back and looks towards you, and there's like a fear in his eyes at this point. But yeah, you just hammered him good. You just absolutely knocked him back for sure. He's still standing, but he looks real rough.
Nice.
And that is your action. You still have a bonus action and your movement if you wish to take it.
Bonus action. Could I cast Healing Cord in my...
Unfortunately
No.
not, because it is another spell. But you do have your Bardic Inspirations. You could inspire
Yes.
someone and give them a little bit of a boost.
Yeah, I would like to inspire Erhard.
Okay, so Ahad, I believe what I will just double check for you just to make sure I'm saying the right thing. I think your Bardic Inspiration, is it a D8? Because of the level you
Depends on
are?
the level, yeah.
Yeah, because you are above 5th level, it's a D8. So you get a D8 Ahad whenever you want to use it. And because you are a Valor Bard, you can use it on damage or the attack roll. So you have a D8 in your bank.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
There you go. And that lasts for 10 minutes. So you can use it whenever you want, but just the one.
Lovely.
Cool. Carvox Blighthorn, is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Can I chip in real quick?
Yeah?
The guy that attacked me, he was prone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he
used
got
half
up.
his movement to get up. Yeah, he used half his movement to get up, and then he's able to reach you.
Is it not an action to get up?
No, it's just half movement.
Oh, okay.
Because
Okay.
you moved... Yeah, because you moved closer, when he got up, he only had 15 foot left, and you moved within
Okay.
10 foot, so he could get to
Then
you.
that's fine. I thought it was an action to get up.
No. Come on, 74
Yeah,
sessions.
74
Come on!
sessions.
Come
What?
on!
Look, I'm just a good player. I don't get knocked prone, so how would I know?
Oh,
Okay,
Here we
well,
go now.
On that note, every enemy runs at Maeve. No.
The red dragon swoops Maeve.
Yeah.
Well, Erhard will go next to the guy that just gave him inspiration. Thanks for that, and I slide in with my flute in hand, and just I will cast a Mysterious Mischief down. Oh god,
Where are you casting it? Yeah.
That's why I didn't want to hide it from another day. There.
Okay.
20-foot cube.
Yep. So it's all of these people here. Yep.
Yeah.
Throw the spell up for me, please.
I roll a D4, I believe.
D4,
for the
and I
effect.
have to make. Do I make a save?
Depending on the effect.
Okay.
A 3. It's gonna be a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay,
You must
giggling.
succeed or begin giggling until the start of your next turn. A giggling creature is
Okay.
incapacitated and uses all its movement to move in a random direction.
I hate this. Okay. Okay, he's good. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4. As
So
three of them begin giggling hysterically, as you cast this spell, and they use all its movement in a random direction.
Yeah.
Okay, remind me of that when it comes to it, please.
Sure.
I'll just mark which 3 it is.
Yeah.
We'll do the little heart for them. So it's these 3 that are giggling in the fit of you just hear like this cacophony of giggling coming from this alleyway now, as they all start giggling hysterically. Is that the end of your turn?
I will quicken my spell.
Okay.
And I will cast Tasha's Mind Whip, a new spell.
Oh, one of your
um,
cantrips. Yeah.
What? No, it's not a cantrip. Tasha's
Then
Mind
you
Whip
can't.
is level 2.
Oh,
The
because you've used
it's
an
action.
item.
An
an
action for
item,
the
not a
item,
spell.
yeah.
Yes, you're right. I actually said that wrong then. No, carry on. It's okay. For
Okay.
Blighthorn, he used the axe to cast the spell, not casting the spell, so he could have.
Yeah,
used
so it
wording,
wasn't the
but
spell.
It's
yeah.
so cool. We'll come back to it in a second.
So we'll do Tasha's Mind Whip at level 4. Can I not
Okay.
upcast that? What?
Yeah,
didn't
you have
ask
to. Okay,
You didn't ask me.
try it again. Where are you clicking it?
In the spell list, like I usually
Okay.
do.
Try again.
Doesn't ask
Okay.
me.
Then throw the actual spell description up. I'll do it. That's right. Okay, so
When you cast this level using a spell slot third or higher, you can target one additional creature for each slot above second. The
and you're
creature
casting
must
it a
be within-
fourth.
Yes.
So that's why it doesn't upcast, because you're just rolling damage, whereas this doesn't increase damage, it just chooses how many targets. So that's why it wouldn't roll. Yeah, that's why. Okay.
Okay.
So who are you choosing?
So
You choose 3 creatures.
Yes, I'm choosing this. Other thing. This guy in front of me,
Yep.
and 30 feet away, right? So this,
This guy.
and
This
that guy.
guy.
Because they didn't like my music so much, so they're gonna get punished.
Oh my lord. Okay, so this does. We'll do the
Intelligence
first
saving
damage,
throw.
16, and it's intelligence saves. 1, 2, and the last guy. Oh my lord.
Yeah.
1 failed.
So 1 failed, and the rest take half and don't get the effect.
Failed. Yeah. Okay. So this guy takes how much?
So the
16?
first guy that failed takes 16.
And then the other 2 take 16, but that's it. That's the spell
They
over.
take half. They take half,
Oh, okay.
but they don't get the effect.
8.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Is that it?
And then I will
Yep.
step back a step.
Okay. Not a problem.
And that's it.
Okay.
Oh,
cool.
I also have to roll d20 because I just did
You do.
something.
Yes.
7.
Cool. Shion, you're up.
Seeing the chaos around me, I'm like, oh my god, how am I going to explain this to the council? But that said, I am going to sort of, shimmy around Vox and try out my new chakram, see what it does.
Go for it. Which form does it take?
The full moon form.
Full moon. Okay.
But yeah, I don't know how to roll for that. Can I just do what I normally do? Because obviously we haven't changed it in my sheet yet. and then add 1d6 of damage or something.
It becomes 2d6, right?
Yeah.
Wait there then. Does it say what type of damage, or is it just the same?
Bludgeon. The description of the.
What does it
The
say? It
moon
might
thing.
just be 2d6 instead of 1d6.
2d6 instead of 1d6 slashing damage.
Cool. I've added it on the first one. I'll do it on the second one now for you. So you can make that. There you go. They're both done. So you can do that.
Okay, cool.
15 on the guy directly in front of you.
Yeah.
Hits.
Nice.
Oh man, I forget that you get charisma on top of that, which is why it's so high. Yeah, as you cleave the chakram down and you actually kill him. As you kill the guy before you.
Nice. Can I chuck the second?
You
Oh,
can
yeah,
with, yeah, as you like switch hands and then throw it towards someone.
Yeah, that guy.
What's the range? Is it 20 feet exactly, which is what you need? So yeah, you huck the offhand one, please. As that does also hit, but it does a lot less damage. As it just grazes part of him, and then you catch it as it comes back to you. So that's your action and your bonus.
Yeah.
All
I
done?
already moved, so yeah, I'm done.
Sweet. These bandits here are dead, so we'll remove them. These ones here will start rushing down. To here. To here. And to here. And Shion...
Are they moving past Shion? Like that one in particular?
yes, so you would get an opportunity attack if you wish to take it for one of them, Shion.
Yeah, well,
Go for it.
obviously, that'll be this.
As you kill him.
Nice.
As he runs past you, just slit his throat and he just falls dead on the floor. The other 3 will all slash at you, so it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 23. Wow, they rolled like crap. 21, I guess, is the only one that hits.
No, 14 too, because I'm wearing my leathers now and not my armor anymore.
Okay.
So yeah.
They don't do massive damage, but 10 points of damage as they do cut towards you.
Yes.
So that is their go. Next up is technically what was his name?
Booger?
Booger, that's it. I was gonna call him Bogey, but it's Booger, isn't it? Yeah.
Maybe you got like BOOGA or something. Like
Yeah, okay. Bogger. Yeah.
Booger.
What do you command him to do?
I didn't think he was going this turn because we just said he was going on my own turn.
Well, you had your turn and didn't command him, so we can have that if you wish.
Yeah, true. Will he get to him? 25. I'm still reading up on these guys. 40. Okay, cool. He turns when he turns invisible, is that like an action?
I believe so. Let me just
it's
pull up his
it's
little
under
sheet.
actions.
Yeah.
I'll just let him run past Andros.
Yep.
To this guy.
Nice.
And I will let him perform a claw attack.
Go for it. As he's
Which
like,
is a 17.
Hey there, buddy.
and then just kind of like scratches towards him. Yeah, that definitely hits.
Mm-hmm. And he should also make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. I'll do that right now. Con save.
Roll damage.
An 11.
It's a DC 10, so yeah, he succeeds.
Okay. Do you want to roll the damage for that claw,
The
please?
damage. Where do I do that?
Click on the word claw in the text chat.
Oh, in the text.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay, so because he succeeded, he doesn't take the poison damage. Okay, so he just takes 5 because the 4's from the crit. Cool. As yeah, he runs up and slashes towards the guy. Nice. That's the end of his turn. The
Yes.
last of the bandits. There's one guy left. 15, 20, 25, 30 as he runs up here, and he will slash twice towards Maeve.
No, and no.
Both miss. Andros, you're up. You do have an ally within 5 feet. as
I
well.
do, but I want that
Yeah.
advantage. I'm gonna steady aim, and slash at him.
Go for it.
Crit! Let's go!
Oh, it was nice.
Oh, he dead.
He
Nice
gone.
then. And as you pierce into him, you see energy siphon up through the blade into yourself.
Yeah.
As the necrotic energy for crit killing someone does have an impact.
Mm-hmm.
And he dies.
He does. And yeah, that's all I can.
Do you have your turn?
Yeah, that's it. That's all I'll do.
You just hear from Booger beside you. You just hear,
What the fuck?
like, it's just like energy like sucks out of this guy into you. But that's where it cuts off from you, and we go to this bandit guy who's dead. This bandit guy who's dead. Arcturus, you're up.
I will go to what's his name again? The rhino thingy.
Bronco.
Bronco the rhino.
Yeah.
Bronco the rhino. I will stand beside him. Maybe a bit more in the middle.
You
Isn't that a
can't.
rooftop?
Yeah, so you're that.
Oh,
that's
that's
a
a building?
That's a whole building.
That's
right
a whole
now.
building. I
Yeah.
can't teleport through buildings. But I maybe can like go here and then go over his, make a
Yeah.
barrel roll over his body.
Yeah,
Feeling
I'll say
very
that
athletic.
that's some sort of like tiled topped marketplace stall that seems to be like affixed to the house that you can run under. So yeah,
can run
yeah, you
under.
run under this
Cool.
bit.
Cool. And I'm looking at my glove and I'm like, let's see what this bad boy can do. As I cast Cone of Cold.
You cast Cone of Cold.
Yes, but not with the extra damage from the elements, just the regular one.
Right, so it's the the magic item. Bear with me one moment while I just reaffirm myself with this magic item.
It's not the magic item thingy.
Oh, it's not. Oh, so
No,
you're just.
I'm not doing the extra damage.
Yeah, so it's not. So the Cone of Cold is a different spell.
Mm-hmm.
Unless are you casting the spell Cone of Cold, or are you using
I
the
have
glove?
the spell Cone of Cold, yeah.
Oh,
No,
okay.
just,
Sorry,
just a spell.
you were saying that. Yeah, no, it's all good. Okay.
Yeah, it's just a
Okay,
bit of
that's-
show. Octors have to be a bit more.
That's okay. That's okay.
More fella.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah, you cast Cone of Cold. Roll the damage, please, because that's gonna hit all of them.
It's a con save.
It is a con save. It is. Yeah. Let me do this. So he succeeds, and then do the guys under the effect have any?
Incapacitated.
I need to read up incapacitated.
I'm sorry.
Incapacitated means can't take actions or reactions. We're good. They still can make saves. So, you know what? There's no point me rolling because I've just realized how much damage Cone of Cold does. Okay. So, yes.
31.
Yeah, they all die apart from the top guy who takes half. And what you also notice is you also cover the building directly in front of you completely in ice. As, yeah, it does coat the building's exterior as well. Also destroying much of people's livelihoods and marketplace stalls and various other such things. But this guy takes 15 damage.
Stop destroying my city!
You've been here 2 minutes. Is that the end of your turn, Taurus?
It will be after I shout back to Shion, this is just the first level, you didn't care about it.
Okay, Maeve, you're up.
Yeah, and as I'm still in my rage, I'm all worked up when I see this one bandit guy just swinging at me and missing. And I don't think anyone else can see it, but these bandits, they see scales pop up on my body. Blue scales, and my fangs come out further. And my hair is replaced by very large orange fins, as my head takes the shape of that of a tiger. And my claws are long but are webbed in between, and I wild shape into a Mishipeshu?
That was a really good pronunciation because I was going to be way off. Okay, so this form appears. I'm going to stick you over there for a second. As a gigantic, like, sea lion, but not a sea lion that we know, but like the sea tiger, should I say, forms with these big, like, catfish-like tendrils and the orange fins with the blue scales as this wolf-like form appears. Tiger-like form, with like a fin for a tail.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you
And-
appear before him.
And I just sort of grimace at the captain and open my mouth, and I go for a bite.
Go for it.
Yeah, I don't think a 9 would hit though.
A 9 unfortunately doesn't hit. Rolling a 2 sucks.
Yeah, that really sucks.
Yeah.
But I'll go for a tail whip after.
Okay, yeah.
With
And
26.
which one are you targeting? The left or the right?
The left one, so the captain.
Okay. Yeah. Roll the damage for me. Did you roll a 1? You did roll a 1.
I'm
Okay.
rolling terrible. This guy's meant to be cool. I promise
He's
he's better
very
than this
cool.
guy.
He's very, very
I promise he's better. I'm not rolling well.
As you whip round with the fin-like tail and like kind of just give him a little slap as opposed to a big like slam, and he kind of like double back, seeing you transform into this form. Okay, is that the end of your turn?
Yeah. I'll just lock them in.
Nice. The bandit captain then looks back at you and will swing his scimitar towards you. A
Nope.
12 misses. A 21 will hit
21 hits.
for 5 slashing, which is down to 2.
2.
And then a dagger for 20, which hits, I assume.
Yeah.
And you take 4 piercing down to 2.
Wait, I do have a question about its AC, but we don't have to do that now.
I've already put it on the sheet.
Yeah, but I also have unarmored defense, so I don't know how that affects rage if it goes
It's
up with
on the
rage.
sheet. If you look on the sheet, look at your AC and look next to it, and there'll be a rage AC as well.
No, I know, but I would
always have 16 anyway because of unarmored defense, so rage doesn't make a difference.
Yeah, rage doesn't give you any more AC.
Okay, so it doesn't make, it's always 16 anyway because of unarmored defense.
Yes. Yeah.
So
yeah,
that's
right.
why I was confused
Yeah.
because yeah.
No, it's just because that's the base stat of the creature. But yeah, you do get
Okay.
16. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Next up is this guy who steps towards Arcturus with all the ice covered over him. He slashes with his scimitar towards you. A 13. Arcturus.
Sorry, that would miss.
Okay, and then a 17.
That would hit.
I would
Take-
use my bend luck actually. As a
Okay.
reaction
You use bend luck as a
And,
reaction.
and lower that attack roll by d4.
Okay.
Arcturus, you
d4
may
for me.
roll a d4 to lower that if you like.
I may. Well, I'm gonna. A D4 is a 3,
So that takes it down to a 14.
which misses.
Okay, and then finally the dagger towards you, an 18.
Oh, that definitely is.
And you take 7 piercing as the blade cuts into your shoulder. Bronco, seeing you in a bit of a scrap, looks towards you and he's like, "Hey, watch out!" As he just kind of like charges with his horn and slams towards the guy. A 14 unfortunately misses as Bronco's horn goes through a market stall and just destroys it. He's like, "Oh, my bad!" It's like he kind of like stamps on a bit of like some melon and a couple of mangoes he like tramples on. He's like, "I'm sorry." And that's the end of his turn. Then these bandits are dead. Let's go to them. Carvox.
Yep. I think I'll move forward to here.
Yep.
Standing over the body of the captain,
Yeah.
I guess.
I'm just gonna put you to the front. There you go.
And what I would like to do on this turn is attack with my guitar.
You're gonna swing it as a weapon.
Just swing it as a weapon, but I'd
Go for
also like to remind that we have the extra attack as well.
You do, yeah. Being a 6th level Valor Bard, you do get 2 attacks, yeah. So
Yes.
swing with your first axe first, please.
I have two-handed or one-handed.
You can choose. 2-handed does more damage, but it does mean that you don't have a free hand to like cast spells. But if you want to swing with that axe, go for it.
Oh, oops, wrong one. There we go.
That's okay. A 13 does in fact just hit these guys as you
Okay.
swing with the axe into him. And then
Okay,
if you
and
click
then
where it says
damage,
the a whopping. Why does that not say what type? It is slashing.
It is slashing, yeah.
Yeah, as you cleave into him, it just embeds into his skull, and then as you pull it out, he just falls limp next to it.
And then I'd like to just continue
Yep.
on this. But I imagine that I've swung the axe, so instead I'm going to use my horns to try and pierce this guy.
Go for it.
Okay, so here we go.
22 with the horns, so you like cleave into the one guy, and then with your horns you just kind of like whip your head round and slam into him. Yeah, roll the damage, please. As you like get one of the horns jammed into his arm, and then you pull out, and he's just like, "Whoa!" Like as he just kind of like looks at you.
Yeah, and that is my turn.
Okay, Ahad, you're up.
I will actually do the. Oh, where is it now? There. The healing word on Shion.
Yep.
With the flute. That's a 9 healing.
Okay.
And then I will move away, checking where Maeve went, and I see this creature we've never seen before, but I'm just like, Maeve! Is that you?
You see a tail splash.
And I step over there, and I will cast a chromatic orb at the two. Can I see the two guys behind her, right?
You can, yes. So you're going to use your flute to cast the first healing word,
Yes.
yeah? Yeah, okay,
Yes.
that's fine.
And then I will do a dual cast of chromatic orb on these two guys.
God, you guys are blowing the big guns. Go for it.
Sorry. Equal to the level. Yeah. Cool. That, and we do the chromatic orb.
Yeah, go for it.
There. All right. That's the
The
one on the
first
left, I
one
guess.
hits on the left guy. Yep. What type of damage is it?
Does my exhaustion get affected by that?
No. That's only for skills.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I will choose thunder. I guess.
Okay. As this orb hits, and there's like an eruption
And
in
I
the
will
area.
add my wild burst on it,
Okay.
which is where do I have it? 1d8 for the type of damage,
Yep.
which is a 1, which is fire.
Yep.
And a 1d6 for extra damage, which is 5.
5. Nice. As yeah, he gets scorched as well from the eruption.
And then the other guy gets the second ball. Ah, man. Dead.
Yep, that definitely
25
hits.
with
He's
19.
dead. He
Cool.
doesn't survive that for sure. These guys are pretty weak. As they are the grunts that have been sent to come and round you guys up.
Everyone will go down in a poison.
Yeah, as he just a poison mist just like covers him. He starts coughing and falls over. Is that the end of your turn? Oh, I need a d20 roll.
Yes. 13.
Nice.
And that's
Shion.
it.
I can finally do this for the first time in forever. I use a cursed specter on the guy that I just killed.
Nice. Yeah. As a, do you want to tell us what we see?
Okay, so the guy that I killed most recently, which I assume is this guy?
Yep, the guy next to the rhino. Yeah.
Yeah. So basically out of his dead corpse, sort of a floating specter with like, I assume since I'm under Alessandra's control now, like a little bit of a moonlight glowy sparkly bits coming around him, and it looks like he rose from the grave, except he didn't really. It's just an inanimate form, but it did resemble what he used to look like.
This roll 20's bugging out hard. I'm trying to make it, but there you go. That will represent the token for the specter as the ghostly form does arise out of it with this moon-like mist.
Yeah, I do need to roll initiative for it, it seems. Or I don't know if I should do it, or
Yeah, go for it.
Or you need to do it, or
For now, we will say that it goes on your turn, so I will allow you to make it do something if you wish. If you want it to
Okay.
attack, I'll roll the attack for you.
yeah, I'll have him attack this guy over here.
Oh my god, now they're all spawning. What is going on?
Ah!
I dragged it in 4 times and nothing happened, and now it's here. Okay, it saddles up to this guy between these two, and then its hand reaches towards him, and you start to see life draining from the guy before you as it goes for a life drain, which it misses. But it tried.
It's wait, the thingy says it gains a special bonus to its attack rolls equal to your charisma modifier.
Okay, so it gets a +6. So that hits.
I'll just throw it up for you.
Does it really get a bonus to its attack? Holy crap! That +6 is nuts on top of a +4. That's a +10 to hit. What the hell? Okay, that thing's busted. Yeah, it hits and it drains 16 life force out of it, killing it, making the corpse shrivel up to as all of the skin sinks in towards the skull and its whole life essence is drained out of the body.
Nice, and then I use my full moon chakram to slash.
Yeah, go
slash
for
that
it.
Guy. 26 will probably hit.
That guy drops down dead too. As you cut into him. Is that the end of your turn, Shion?
Well, yeah.
I think there's 2 guys left. Okay, they're dead. Bogey.
Booger!
God, I'm never gonna remember. But
Oh,
booger is not a word in my
sorry.
vocabulary. But yeah,
Can
let's
I
go.
retcon something?
Oh wow.
This is it.
I
What do you
forgot
wanna
that
retcon?
on the start of my turn, the Nasus Mischief does stuff because I'm concentrating on it.
It does what? Sorry.
I have to re-roll the d4 and also
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
theoretically can move it 10 feet, but I guess that's a bit late.
That's okay.
So it's the number 1. The number 1 is the smell of apple pie fills the air, and each creature in the cube must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or be charmed by you until the start of your next turn.
Okay. But we'll say that.
I guess nothing is in the cube because I didn't
Yeah,
move
for
the
now.
cube because I forgot.
Okay. Cool. Booger.
Booga!
Where's he going?
He will jump on. Can he jump on the back from Rhino dude?
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, because he's a small dude, so I will put there. And
You just hear, "Oh, what's happening?" As Bronco could feel something very cold touching him.
And he'll face the dude who's facing me, and will use a scare as an action.
Okay. So he like climbs up onto the back of Bronco and just goes, "Ah!" like that towards this guy, and the guy's like,
that guy has to
"Whoa!"
make a D10 wisdom saving throw or be
Okay.
frightened for 1 minute.
He fails.
So he's frightened.
Disadvantage on all attack rolls. Can't move closer to the to technically Bronco as well because the thing's on Bronco. So yeah, cool.
And he keeps a disadvantage for his rolls when I'm in line of sight.
Yeah. Andros, you're up.
Okay, I will start moving down here.
Yeah.
Help Maeve out. Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I can get about right here. Yeah, 30 feet, actually, right there. And I will just, as I'm running up, I will pull out my bow, and I guess
Yep.
I'll just take a shot at him.
Go for it. You do have sneak attack if it hits.
I do. Sneak attack. Where's my short bow? Short bow. 14.
It misses.
Misses?
Misses, I'm afraid, yeah. Because the arrow goes wide.
Okay. And then bonus
Yep.
action.
Yeah.
Can I throw a dagger at him?
How far away are you?
I am about 20 feet.
20 feet? You can throw a dagger, yeah.
I'll throw a dagger at him. Why not?
You huck the dagger.
Yeah, I'll just throw one of my random ones. 25.
That hits.
And this does get sneak, technically.
It does, and he dies.
And as he does that, since I do see him, I'll use my reaction. I'll take a token. Token of the departed.
Yeah, sure. Not a problem. Arcturus, you have a guy in front of you, and it's the last guy alive.
Yay! If I use Eldritch Blast, is it a disadvantage because I'm a
It
mage?
certainly is, yeah.
So I'll take 2 steps back, taking the reaction.
Take a swing towards you. I'm going to use my inspiration to make it a flat roll.
Oh no, an inspiration.
Never mind, 13 misses.
Misses, yes.
Yeah.
And we'll use the trustworthy Eldritch Blast. 23.
23 definitely hits. That does 12 damage, and he is pushed. Are you pushing him?
I'm not willing to destroy the entire city, so no.
Okay, sure. That's one Eldritch Blast. You're doing another?
And that's an 11.
An 11 does miss, I'm afraid.
Oh, shoot.
That's okay. At the end of that, Maeve, you're up.
Yeah, so they just died in front of me, so I just sort of turn around to Andros and do like a little excited puppy dance. And then I'm like, is there more? And so I sprint past Andros.
Yep.
And I have 60 feet of movement, so I did check this, but I can quite easily get to here. Do tell me if I can actually fit in there.
Unfortunately, you can't go into the building.
Okay. Can I go round them?
You can go through
Like
an ally space.
So I could get to here, essentially.
Wait there. You were there. Let me just do this. Yeah, you could get there. That's 60 foot on the dot.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, you get that.
And I just very quickly glance at the new friends that don't know what I am, and just start attacking the guy in the middle. As I go for another bite. Which doesn't.
You're rolling so bad.
This is so sad because this thing is
It's
so cool.
really good. It is good.
It's
That's
22.
a better hit. Yeah, go for it. Let's see if you roll good damage.
It wasn't in 1.
That's pretty good.
9 bludgeoning.
Yeah.
Can Maeve get charmed by me?
Can Maeve what?
Get charmed by me.
Yes, you certainly can.
What?
Does that happen when she's in that cube? Like I.
Is it upon entry or is it the end of a turn?
Well, I guess it happens as the cube makes the effect. Like it just says the smell of apple pie fills the air.
Yep.
And each creature in the cube must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or become charmed by you until the start of your next turn. So I guess just as it
You
happens.
are. Yeah. I would say it's as the spell changes. Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Am I rolling anything?
No, you're good. You're good.
Okay.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah. I mean, I would just try and tower over him if I can, but that's the end of my movement.
Can
Already
I
terrified.
can I ask what Blyhorn is thinking of this?
Corvox?
Yeah, Corvox.
Yeah. Corvox is just there, like, what the heck is this watery cat, dog, fish, snake person? And a little bit scared, but also very curious how Bronco reacted to having it just sneak up from behind.
Yeah.
it.
Well, that's what I was gonna go with, because as you Lightning McQueen skirt around it, he's just like, "What the hell is that?" Like, he's just like a panicked expression as this thing runs past him. And he's just like, "Ah!" Like he's like,
I'd
a
like
little
to
scared.
think, like for effect, I just jumped over the rhino. But it
Yeah,
doesn't
even
affect-
better. Yeah. He's just like, "Ah!" Like just like looking up at you, very confused. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. This guy's had his go. This guy's the last guy left. He has disadvantage on all his rolls. He's just gonna swing at the weird cat thing that's just ran up next to him. So Bop disadvantage 11. Oh, ignore that one. 7. Yeah, you're good. Then
Does he not
Bronco.
have a will to live? Like, doesn't he believe in surrendering or something?
Yes. There's a rhino in front of him. There's an ice goblin thing screaming at him. And he currently has a giant cat thing in front of him. If it was maybe people, he definitely would. But these are beasts. They're not like... It's not like a person with an axe or a sword. He doesn't know these things can be reasoned with. There's a talking rhino screaming at him. And he doesn't really understand what's going on because he's also frightened. So he just lashes out. And as he does, Bronco slams his horn towards the guy. Please get the kill here, Bronco. There's a chance.
Oh.
As you just see the horn embed through the chest of the guy and stick out the other side, and then Bronco like shakes his head, and then the body like slumps onto Maeve as the thing, and then he's just like, get it off, as he's just kind of like shaking his head trying to get the body off of his horn, and there's just blood dripping down from the horn. He's like, ah, and just like screaming.
I kind of feel sorry for him now.
Yeah, as that is the end of combat. And before we end tonight's session, oh, I pressed the same one again. Go to this one. As we end tonight's session, it grows quiet. That's not what I was expecting. Not that one. It starts.
Can I talk to my spectre?
By all means, yeah. Just do it
Go
quiet.
find your master and tell him that whatever happened to you is coming to him.
And the spectre remains and looks towards you.
You're in my service. Obey me.
The Spectre looks at you. Roll me an intelligence check.
18.
You just said the word yourself. It's in your service. You're its master.
Your old master. Your former master.
It just looks towards you.
It's dumb.
And as you say this, you just hear from behind you as you like go to your master, and like you just hear behind you, is it off? Is it off? It's off! And then it's like as Bronco is just kind of like stomping around, creating a scene. As all of this is happening,
Fine, help the rhino.
as this starts to float towards the rhino. Yeah, as this is all happening, I would say Andros. Do you reconvene with the group of Erhard? Do the pair of you start moving over to the party?
Yeah, I'll move over.
Andros, with your crazy high passive perception, you look up the alleyway from where you first started the fight at the top left.
Mm-hmm.
And you see, through an open doorway, dead civilians within a house.
Which house?
This blue one here. You see multiple civilians within, on the floor dead.
Do I know how? do I get the idea, like, who killed them?
You saw some magic explode. A load of people dropped. You're now seeing that there's people dead inside.
I didn't see who threw the magic. Nothing. I just know people were killed.
You're in the middle of the fray. You ran up to a guy, and
Yeah.
then a load of magic happened from in front of you, and it hurt a load of people in front of you. You wouldn't know. But you can only imagine that if it's affected those people in the building, there's 2 more buildings either side. You don't know how many are dead here. But that's what you spot, literally just because you have a passive perception of like 20 something, right?
Yeah, 20, yeah.
20 on the dot? Yeah, so that's the only reason you see this. You
As
just catch
I-
it at the corner of your eye.
As I'm walking back to the group, I don't put my, like, I do. I'll sheathe my sword, but I am disappointed as heck in the group. Like, very disappointed.
I would just say to Andros, where did the guy go?
I don't care about the guy or hard. You just killed, like, our group just killed innocent people.
I didn't kill no one.
I didn't say
Oh,
names. I say our group.
I agree with you, Andros.
Then we're not.
This is my city.
yeah.
We're destroying our city. Let's get the hell out of here. We need to explain ourselves.
Oh, good luck with that. Why? I mean, y'all literally just heard Shion like 5 minutes ago saying that if we do like really crazy magic, we're now more wanted in the city. Are y'all not listening to anything? Like, I just feel like you guys don't listen at all to anybody in this group.
Andros, if I may interrupt, you can say from us that we used maybe magic that's not from around here, but did something happen with your hand? Well, I look at it.
Did something? I mean, I'll look at it. Something happened because he wasn't watching me fight.
I will also say
I have a sleeve on.
There is literally a ghostly figure that's being a necrotically summoned figure that's also stood besides Bronco that Shion appears to be ordering around. There's Blighthorn made the flesh of a person before him sink in and completely just become destroyed. I will say, Arcturus, although you are pointing out Andros' behavior, there's a lot of it happening, and you would know that if Andros is saying that there's civilians dead over in that direction, you also know the spell that you cast in that direction. So, just so you're aware.
I would like to point out he wouldn't notice
yeah.
anything with my hand because I'm also wearing a whole sleeve on my arm because I tore off a sleeve.
He would have seen the energy come from the body though, because he was casting spells in that direction.
Not that he was over here at that point, facing the other direction.
Was
Yeah,
right next to him.
unless it's familiar, told him.
But what I mean is, don't call us out on being too flashy. Like,
What did
look
I do that
around
was
you.
flashy? I killed
we
one
just
person.
need- just been raided by an entire group of bandits. This is what we do. We kill the ones who attack us.
And we
how is
kill
that
innocents.
different? How is that different? What do you mean you killed?
I point up to the building. Go check out the building that you just blasted a spell at. There's innocent people dead in there. Because of you, Arcturus.
Arcturus, listen to me. For once, I agree with Ondros. These tungsten wolves, to most people here, they are nothing but mercenaries.
You just...
I hate them. I have a vengeance. Honestly, the fact that they are dead, I'm thrilled about. But not like this.
There's nothing wrong with defending ourselves, Arcturus. We've done it plenty of times. The difference is that you totally disregarded living people in this city, a place that you've never been, and just slaughtered innocent people. How do you think it's going to look at to higher-ups in the city? How do you think it's going to look at to anybody who is looking at our group, a random group that just prance into their city, attacking people? Now, we can get away with the bandits. We can sit here and say, oh, they're attacking us. But innocents involved? No. You've now thrown that whole thing out.
Maeve's gonna... Because I can understand this. I just can't talk back, right?
Yes, you can understand the language. You can speak a language.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and assume that no one's going to understand me.
You try?
So, no.
Okay.
I move in between Bronco and Carvox, like I slither between the two of them. And as she passes past by you, Carvox and Bronco, you feel slimy skills. But as she does, she kind of purrs into it because it's kind of nice. And then plops into her human form in between here. This thing's gone. So she plops back into maid form. And she goes, look, Andros, Shion, I get it. It's awful and that shouldn't happen, but we can't turn on each other now, right? We can take accountability for it and
don't say
why
we
it
here.
happened.
This is not a we. I am not claiming to have killed innocent people. That goes against everything I have stood for. You and Arcturus and anyone else who threw flashy spells killing innocent people, you guys can stand trial for what you've done. That is your sins. I have my own sins I have to deal with. I am not going to be involved in other innocent people being killed. That is my one thing.
Hey, everyone, I think we're being watched. And as you take a moment to now look around, there are windows open, there are people stood in doorways looking, you're in the middle of a city, there's plenty of civilians, plenty of people watching now. This massacre have happened just in the middle of the city, and yeah, there's plenty of people with eyes on you lot.
I told you, let's get the hell out of here.
And also, instead of pointing fingers, Andros, why didn't you rush over to see if you could help them? Maybe there are survivors.
They're dead.
Oh yeah, because you can see through all of the walls.
Because Maeve, I'm sorry, I'm perceptive. I mean, but seriously,
yes,
Maeve, I have no healing ability. I can't heal people. I'm not like you, Erhard.
But maybe there's somebody else in there that didn't die. You didn't bother to check. All you do is want to keep a clean slate because you fucked up years ago, right? But now you're with us as a group. Oh no.
It's because I messed up in the past that I am even here in the first place. First of all, second of all, Maeve, even if with my mistakes, I've never hurt any innocent. Then here,
not now. Let's move.
Yeah, let's get out of this place.
What you guys do?
Where do we head next, Shion?
Second ring immediately. We need to explain ourselves.
I will follow wherever Shion goes.
Shion starts leading a direction. The Spectre begins following you, Shion.
Yeah, I reckon.
Okay.
That thing is creepy.
Yeah, kinda is. I agree with you there.
Okay.
I think it draws more attention. As we walk.
Try to send it away. Well, let me try again.
Spell it maybe. Like, tell it to go back.
Find Yuno. And tell him I'm coming.
It hovers by you.
Told you it's.
Can you not dispel it? Like, get rid of it?
Yeah,
Let the
well,
energy go.
Maybe you can, like, hit it or something and it'll go?
well, it'll go eventually. The magic will wear off at some point. Just let it be. It can pack a punch. Who knows how many more of these creeps are running around.
Okay. As we follow her to the second ring.
Okay, so Ahad and Shion start walking off. What are the rest of you doing?
I'll stick in the back, and I'll keep a lookout and see if people are following us. See if there's people that are like, I'm looking to see if there's like anything out of the ordinary, like people, maybe like kids who might have not like, who probably live in these buildings where people were hurt. Like I'm keeping a lookout for the civilians.
You spot. I assume everyone follows. Blighthorn, do you follow with Bronco as well? Bronco's just constantly like walking beside you. Blighthorn, he's just like, is it off? Is it really off?
Yeah, I think I sort of follow suit, but I sort of look around and I notice that there's some tension in the group, and I'm kind of like just vibing, but like keeping very quiet, which is unusual for the character I am.
Yeah. And Maven Arcturus, do you follow as well?
I do, but I'm just shaking my head, and you hear murmuring to herself.
Okay.
I'll walk with, not before like standing still, peeking an eye on the building that's completely destroyed with the people inside.
Do you want to have a look?
No, I'm just contemplating. I know what's inside because I felt it. And I know what's inside, and I'm just give it a thought, and I'll follow through.
You follow the group, yeah? Okay, cool. Yeah, and as all of you do, Andros, your group made a lot of noise. They destroyed a lot of market stalls. They killed a lot of these tungsten wolves. And, as you know, killed some civilians. However, the biggest thing is that you then ended up having a shouting match in the middle of this city about that exact scenario.
Yep.
And all the civilians that were there would have heard this conversation had. And as you begin walking down and keeping an eye out for any individuals following you, you don't see anyone follow, but you see a lot of civilians watching as you all leave the various areas.
I'm also thinking of the fact that I literally announced to the people we're about to fight that we are the Iron. Like, I literally was boistering out our group about how the good deeds we've done, and now looking at this, I lose a lot of confidence in this group. Like, it's shattering.
Yeah, you know what's been said.
Yeah.
You know what's been done, and as you leave this segment of Shartusa, the shutters and the windows of people staring down at your group, and you start moving towards the gate. And just as you break through the city and the buildings, you come to a more open area, and before you see a large gate, with the gate adorned with what looks to be like a lion's face. And upon this lion's face, there's golden, various ornate decorations to it. And for Carvox and Shion, you know that this is one of the 2 gates to the second ring. And before it, you see a load of guardsmen stood before the gate, allowing entry and turning people away that try to enter. And just as you guys approach, I think that's where we'll end tonight's session, as you guys come to an end there. So, why don't we go round the room real quick? Oh, Paddy is on the screen. Sweet. Go around the room real quick and say where you can find us. So, Tim and Lan, do you want to go together? Let's go together.
Cool.
Okay. I'm Lan.
And I'm Tim.
And this is cringe.
Maybe, but we're getting used to this.
Yeah.
Are you?
No, not really. You can find us over here every Friday on the Natural Havoc channel, where we have all these lovely adventures with these lovely people, and I can't wait for next week.
And don't forget, every Wednesday when this file is being uploaded to YouTube.
Awesome, awesome. And below Tim and Lan will go below Tim. Eagle, take it away.
Hello everybody, how y'all doing? Y'all can find me on YouTube, and just wait a second as the character card should flop over to...
I was
There it
gonna ask.
is! Yeah, there it is. Patty's character card right there. Y'all can watch it, look at it. Yeah, y'all can find me mostly on, or more so on YouTube, like every Sunday with Onion, and our third member is now with us, Patty Max, third member of the trio, where we do Pokemon Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire Hardcore, Nuzlocke, Randomized, Soul Link, and yeah, we are getting somewhere. We are making progress, and yeah, other than that, you can find me here at every Friday playing as Andros, the Loxodon, and yeah, make sure y'all follow the socials, social them follows.
Awesome, awesome. And Smitty Jane, take it away.
Hello, I'm Smitty. You can find me here every Friday playing a half-elf druid barbarian who now gets even cooler forms, literally cold and cool, and yeah, it's very exciting. But you can also find me on my own channel where I'm currently playing through Tears of the Kingdom 3-ish days a week, give or take. And I'm excited and enjoying that too. I'm a little late to the party, but that's okay.
Awesome, awesome. And let's go to Zeb first, and then we'll go to Paddy afterwards. So Zeb, do you want to take it away?
Sure. I'm Agent Zeb. I play Erhard, but also I stream over on my channel Mondays and Thursdays in the evening, and Tuesday and Wednesdays in the late afternoon, if you will. So lots of Crusader Kings and going medieval at the moment because I'm really enjoying that. And yeah, if you like strategy, if you like weird indie games and all kinds of like little simulations, feel free to pop in.
Awesome, awesome. And below Zeb, we have our wonderful guest, Paddy Max. I will just like to point out, it should have been way sooner, but I'm so glad that you have been able to finally join us. So happy and so proud. I was so proud of the character that you've come up with and all the little intricacies and the quirks and everything. So thank you for putting some time into it. But take it away.
Yeah, guys, thank you for having me. Honestly, it's been a real treat. I'm completely a novice when it comes to D&D. I've done a little bit with all the softwares and things, and obviously I've been a watcher for some time. But yeah, it was always a bit of a sort of worry for me to jump in at the level 9 character and try and keep up with everybody. But hopefully it wasn't too out there. I know it's a bit of a wild accent and character arc, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I am Paddy Max. I stream on my own channel now. I've just started up this week, actually. It was my official return to stream, so it's a good timing. I agree, it's been a long time coming, I think, this guest appearance of sorts. But yeah, you can find me over at my channel. We're currently playing through Diablo 4. We'll most likely be live on this Sunday, potentially with some community games, depending on how many people are there. Otherwise, we'll continue through Diablo 4, which I'm really enjoying. And you can find me on the YouTube with the Onion Soup and the Eagle Outlaw every Sunday for our Pokemon Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire Hardcore Randomized Nuzlocke Soul Link trio. Yeah, that's the one. But yeah, thank you for having me, guys. I'm honored to be here.
And I'm sure all of us agree, we're loving the character. It's absolutely hilarious. The fact that you've also, decided to make a awakened rhino as your companion, which you kind of threw at me as you were toying with some ideas of what it could be and settled on this awakened rhino, and I couldn't be prouder to play your buddy Bronco, so thank you for that as well. It's brilliant. Cool. Right. Well, finally, it's me. I'm the Onion Soup. I do oniony and soupy things here every Friday. And I'm not going to repeat myself. Not repeat these guys, should I say. But yeah, YouTube, Pokemon stuff. Check us out. Check me, Paddy, and Eagle out. We do some Pokemon stuff every Sunday. Cool. Right. Who are we raiding?
Yeah, so I was thinking we go back to well, like someone we've raided a little bit here in the past, Penny Dragon Games, who are currently in part 3 of a campaign going on. So thought we'd head over there and see what they're up to. See how that campaign is going.
Fantastic.
All right.
Awesome. And because I haven't mentioned it, Paddy will be joining us for a few more sessions. So don't worry, you'll be able to see his face because I didn't mention it earlier. So he will be sticking around for a little bit longer. So you will get to see all of the crazy things that Blighthorn and the Iron Vortex get up to.
I
So
also will not be here next Friday. I told
What's the
you
date?
that. Yeah, the 23rd.
Oh, it is the 23rd.
Yeah,
Yes,
I
you're not
won't be here next Friday,
Yeah.
but I will be here at the one following. So, yikes. But yeah.
Cool.
See
Right.
what I'm
Well,
listening to.
that's it. Let's go and raid on over to Penny Dragon Games. And guys, thank you very much for being here. Thank you for being here in the future. And we will see you guys very shortly, I'm sure, next week. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye, 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 bye.